Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the NITEC Sports Center. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey as they renew their 20-year-old plus rivalry with those hated Lone Star Brahmas for Game 1 of this best-of-5 series in the opening round of the North American Hockey League playoffs. I'm Chet Yoder, so glad to have you with us here for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Lots has been talked about these two teams, lots of tight battles over really the last 3 years in the NHL era, and then really in the last 17 before that, 17 plus rather, and the Mudbugs and the Brahmas renew, write another chapter, and it starts tonight with Game 1 of this best-of-5 series. Crowd still filing in here at the NITEC Sports Center. Mudbugs making a few tweaks to their lineup. Dan Wildfong pretty much going to keep everything the same from what we saw from last weekend's showing. Of course, the Mudbugs dropped the last two games against the Lone Star Brahmas last weekend. Saturday's game did not really mean much as far as the standings was concerned, but Friday's was a barn burner, a 5-4 shootout victory for Lone Star. And boy, it was a seesaw battle, and Carlos Zernis, Jason Soupy Campbell rather, saw a lot of good things in that loss, and he likes the way his team felt really all week. Lots of confidence, lots of excitement. They kept it loose today. They arrived into North Richland Hills yesterday. They decided to come a day before. They did not want to play the same day they traveled. They got a good rest, got a good team dinner, good film session, and they feel really good about tonight's affair. It'll be the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. Game 1 will be tonight, then Game 2 will be tomorrow night, and then we'll have to wait a week. Game 3 will be on Friday, next Friday. Be sure to get your tickets now by giving us a call during business hours at 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com, and you can get your tickets right then and there. Tickets.georgespond34.com to be exact. Lock up your tickets for Game 3 back at George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum, Friday, April 19th. You want to lock up that date. And then, of course, if necessary, Game 4 will be on Saturday. And then, of course, if we have to come back here, it'll be Game 5, Monday night, April 22nd. It'll be a 7 p.m. puck drop. We don't want to think that far along just yet. Tonight's Game 1 between the Brahmas and the Mudbugs. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. We'll talk to head coach Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving in Roytan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. It's the most exciting time in sports, playoff time in the North American Hockey League first-round playoff series between the Mudbugs and those hated Lone Star Brahmas. We're joined by head coach Jason Soupy Campbell. And, Coach, last weekend you were in Lone Star. You dropped those two games. Obviously, Saturday's was a meaningless game. Was there anything that you could take out of that 2-1 setback that maybe you could apply to tonight's game?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I liked our energy. It was really, like you said, not a meaningless game, but it didn't mean much as far as seedings go and stuff like that. But we played with a lot of energy and compete. and so that's promising. But they did too. So that makes you think that this is going to be a heck of a series with the compete level high, and guys should be battling hard for every inch of ice and every scoring opportunity, every D-zone possession that they can get. So, that's the biggest thing, the compete level, because that's what you're going to need rolling into the playoffs.
I was talking to Scott Musket, and he said this week's of practice has been one of the best weeks of practice he's ever seen out of the Mudbugs. What have you seen in this practice preparation?
I've seen the same. Guys have been ready to go. Kind of did a lot of teaching on Monday, and then from there it was just guys were moving and communicating, and there was just a little excitement in the air. So guys, I think are anxious, nervous, excited. A bunch of emotions going on. Now it's time to hone those emotions a little bit and garner them and push them into a high level of competition this evening.
What's your feeling? We always talk about the players, and you've been through a lot of postseasons in your hockey career. Is it the same kind of excitement for you as well? Just kind of that little kid getting excited. Obviously, everybody looks forward to playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got those little butterflies in your stomach, and it's kind of like a quiet, nervous excitement. You've got a lot on your mind, but at the same time, you're just quiet because you're focused on what you're doing, and that's the biggest thing. That's how I know. That's how I know we're kind of ready a little bit from a coaching standpoint. And even the guys, they're earlier for meetings, and they got a little pep in their step, and so they're ready to go. They want to be on the ice, and they want to get cracking and dial things in a little bit. So that's how I feel like we're ready. Now it's a matter of coming out, drop of the puck, putting it into action.
The power play, it's been talked about throughout the season, especially between me and you in these interviews, and it has struggled a lot this season. How do you guys look going into this series? Because it's going to be important.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a good spot, really. When we look at it, we feel like we're maybe one play away. We're just executing one play that'll give us a better look at the net, or a better finish in certain circumstances. So that's how close we feel we are, and time will tell, obviously, if we're able to execute that. But the key is you got to outwork the PK. They're out there working hard, and just because they have 4 guys and you have 5 doesn't mean anything's a given. You have to outwork their penalty kill, and you have to take what they give you. You do have an extra man, so somebody should be open at some point if we're all doing our job and moving the puck accordingly. So here's to executing that tonight.
It's been talked about all week. We've talked about the concerns. We've talked about the highs and lows of this goaltending tandem. Mason Balboa, Leo Schward, and both guys have certainly had their highs and lows and been trying to stay even keel. It's been talked about who's going to be in net tonight for Game 1. Tonight you go with Mason Balboa. Is there any specific reason why Balboa?
Not really. Just kind of really it's just us coaches sitting around and talking and watching film and everything like that, and honestly, like, we've been flip-flopping all year long, right? Like I said in the media luncheon the other day, we start a goalie. We feel like both of our goalies are great, and we have confidence in both of them. It doesn't mean that we have more confidence in one than the other. We just feel like we've got 2 good goalies, and it's a tough decision to make, but that's the decision we have made, and we're going to go with it, and we'll see how tonight goes. And who knows? We just may continue to flip-flop them, because I feel like that's the situation. We're in a good spot as far as I'm concerned, goaltending-wise. The luxury of being able to put either guy in and them do a great job for us.
Biggest key to grab Game 1 tonight, which would be huge for your team?
Well, special teams are going to be huge. Our compete level. Our compete level all over the ice, and they like to come out strong. So if we can kind of stall them a little bit and kind of bring that compete level and moving our feet to them a little bit right off the hop, I think that'll build our confidence a little bit.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs. From routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, dental emergencies, and more with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Generational Financial Advisors is a proud partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Janice Watt and the experienced staff at Generational Financial Advisors will assist you in planning for all of life's phases from college to retirement. Give Janice a call at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Generational Financial Advisors, stable, trustworthy, experienced. Secured investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Incorporated, Menra FINRA, SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back into the Nitech Sports Center. Now time for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame shows. It continues here into the Scuba Ventures starting lineups. First for the Lone Star Brahmas, head coached by Dan Wildfong, assistant coach Justin Hale. At left wing will be number 22, Frankie Trezera. At center will be number 23, Andrew DiCarlo. And on the right wing will be number 18, Jake Swade. On defense will be number 5, Sam Brennan on the left, and number 45, Josh Martin on the right. The Scuba Venture starting lineups for Jason Soupy Campbell's Mudbugs assistant coach Scott Muscat, goalie coach Rich Perrott behind the bench this evening. At left wing will be number 13, Captain Psycho, as Roy Lang from Shreveport Times called him this week, Mr. Jay Fewell. At center will be number 18, Warren Nanishak. And on the right wing will be number 14, Georgi Fedulov. On defense will be number 2, C.J. McGee on the left, and number 28, Ryan Dickinson on the right. Getting the start in nets will be number 35, Mason Balboa. Mason Balboa will take on Seth Isley, who will get the start for the Brahmas. Seth Isley, a terrific year, 17-8-1 with a 2.28 goals against and a 926 save percentage. His counterpart will be number 35, Mason Balboa from Colorado Springs, 11-9-2 with a 2.66 goals against and a 911 save percentage. Those are your Scuba Ventures starting lineups. For all your scuba needs, go to 231 Mount Zion Road in Shreveport or log on to scubaventures.com. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Tantrum Hair Design LLC. Get the best haircut in town at Tantrum Hair Design LLC at 3806 East Texas Street in Bossier City. Miss Dina Ducote, Kirby Rogers, and their friendly staff will get your head on straight. Just call 318-742-7613 and make your appointment today. Tonight's 7:30 game time is brought to you by Diamond Jacks Casino and Hotel. Roll a lucky 7-11 at the craps table and stay at their lovely hotel, fulfilling all the entertainment. Just log on to diamondjacks.com. Tonight's puck drop brought to you by Landers Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram. Mudbugs had their starting lineups announced here at the Nitex, and now the Brahmas are just about to make their way onto the ice in front of a cozy crowd right in front of us. Tonight's first period brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Secured investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance, Menra FINRA, SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name. Mudbugs in their black and purples tonight. It's the ones that say Shreveport Mudbugs in the middle. The Brahmas in their home white jerseys as they come out onto the ice with a plethora of cowbells, as they love to do here in the Brahma faithful. They got their home whites with the Brahmas logo in front. Mudbugs will skate from left to right here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. So glad to have you with us wherever you might be. If it's the Mudbug faithful right across from me who have made the trip, we appreciate you coming down. If it's the great fan base at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City, so glad to have that watch party with us. Of course, wherever you might be, we're glad to have you with us here for the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey. Now, please stand wherever you might be for tonight's national anthem. What a beautiful rendition of tonight's national anthem. Mason Balboa gets between the pipes to my left, Seth Isley, rather to my left, and Seth Isley to my right. Lots of questions have surrounded the Mudbugs goaltending situation, and everybody's guess was as good as mine. I talked to Coach Soupy. He says he remains confident with both Mason Balboa and Leo Schward tonight. He said he felt better with Balboa going in game one. Of course, that'll tell the tale on who goes tomorrow night, depending how long tonight's game goes and how well Balboa plays. Mudbugs trying to grab game one of the first round of the North American Hockey League playoffs. So glad to have you with us. Natty Shack and Andrew DiCarlo at center ice. As we are ready to go. So glad to have you with us. Game one. Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram opening puck drop is dropped. Faceoff is won there by DiCarlo. And the Brahmas have it. Oh, and a big hit up top as Dickinson rings Brennan to the ground, and that's how this game gets started. Up around now to the near side. Puck now poked along now to the far side. Mudbug's going to go chase it down. Now picked up there by Lone Star along the far side. Thrown back on over to Swade. Swade now will dish it on over to the near side. There to Brennan, and Brennan will bang it in deep and take a bang around the half boards there by Fegeloff. Now whacked off the near side boards. Up along to center, there was McGee, now thrown back into the Mudbug zone. Dickinson grabs it behind his own cage. He'll throw it off the near side boards, too far there for Fegeloff. Now puck is picked up there by Daskis, dropped off there to Person, gaining the zone, and he just love taps it in as it's picked up there by the Mudbugs. Now swung around to the far side. Regula finds the stick of Clifton. Here comes Clifton, quick ripper, in and out of the glove of Isley, and a shaky save there by Isley to get this playoff started. Now up around to the blue line of Lone Star, played back there Mudbugs have it. That's Brazil. Brazil in front of the bench. Ahead to Weber. Weber thrown across there to Yannick. It hit the back heel of Evano. And back out to center it goes. Good check there by Brazil as he whacks Roof into the boards. Now we're on to the far side. Now played up to the near side. Regula's going to pick it up. Regula has it. CJ Regula will dish it back over to Brazil. Brazil carefully in front of Balboa. Now dances around his man. Gets hauled down a bit. Played right back out to center. Henriksen now will flip it around to the far side. Punched ahead now. And here comes Baez. Baez has it now dropped off. Quick shot save made. In and out of the glove of Baez. In and out of the glove of Balboa. Played right back out to center. Played up ahead there to Kincannon, a ripper. In and out of the glove of Isley. Into the near corner it goes. Both goalies in and out of the glove kind of saves. Kincannon now runs into his man. That was Witherspoon. Mudbugs have it. 2 minutes gone by here in game one. No score. Skolnick with a burst of speed. Throws a shot off the stick of Evano, and it goes into the protective netting. 17:48 to go here in the first period. Shots 2-1 in favor of the Bugs. Big shout out to all of our wonderful Mudbugs fans tuned in at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City. So glad to have you with us. I know it's a packed house, and some of the most passionate fans are scarfing down those delicious wings. I like mine boneless, Caribbean jerk, hot barbecue with extra blue cheese, some celery and carrots to wash it down, baby. Now played right back up top now. Mudbugs win the faceoff. Bondi now will whirl it around to the far side. Skolnick now punches it in. Person now wheels it around the near side boards. Played up ahead there to Bondi. Bondi's shot goes wide. Good burst of speed here by the Mudbugs. That's Nichols. He'll nick it in there to Koklachev. Koklachev getting help there by the former Brahma. That was Rubtsov. Now the puck is played there by DeCarlo. DeCarlo will ding it in to the Mudbug zone. Behind the cage of Balboa it goes. Whirled around. Quick shot there. Right into the glove of Balboa, and he makes the save as Brennan threw it in traffic from the right point. Mudbugs have, from what I've heard, had the best week of practice, and from what I've seen, it has looked quite intense and quite fulfilling, and they feel really good. They, like I said, arrived here yesterday, had a good team dinner, got a good night's sleep, and came in this morning very loose in their preparation for tonight's game. Face-off won there by the Champs. That's Natty Shack. Couple of the far side there to McGee. McGee now will flip it back out to center. Now poked along, intercepted there by Siffringer. Up around to the far side, whacked off the far side boards, and Dickinson has to go fetch it down. Now he gets spun around a bit. He'll drop it off there to Natty Shack. Rather, that's Fewell. Fewell played up ahead there to McGee. McGee with a burst of speed from the near circle. Throws it on net. It was easily paddled aside there by Isley. Now it goes to the far side. Thrown toward the side of the net. Oh, big check along the end boards. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going against Fewell. Brennan got rammed into the boards pretty hard along the numbers, and the Mudbugs' first choice personnel penalty kill will have to get to work for the first time this evening. A few choice words from the captain. With 16:37 left here in the first, the Mudbugs will be a man down. Of course, you throw out all the regular season statistics in the postseason, but Lone Star's penalty kill and power play ranked in the top 10 in the North American Hockey League. Of course, the Mudbugs penalty kill Jason Soupy Campbell's baby. They win the faceoff, and they fire it down the length of the ice. Good start there for the Mudbugs' first choice personnel penalty kill. That's Coach Soupy's baby, and they're going to have to kill off this baby to keep it scoreless. Played it right back on over to Evano. He'll throw it at the net, sticked away there by Balboa. Very alertly makes the stop. Now behind the cage, Regula rattles it around the near side, kept in there by Evano. He'll dish it across, and the puck is deflected off of Regula's stick and fired down the length of the ice. Wholesale line change here for the Mudbugs. Playing it up the ice now. Here comes Stenil. Stenil winds, fires off the knee of Bondi. It goes into the near corner. Now goes to the far side. Kincannon has it. Kincannon will flip it down the length of the ice. Good start here for the Mudbugs penalty kill unit. Brought to you by First Choice Personnel. 15:35 left here in the first. A minute gone by. Intercepted there by Skolnick, and Skolnick will bank it off the far side boards in deep. And now good forecheck there by Natty Shack. Natty Shack has it, and now he's killing off time as he seals it up along the near corner. 40 seconds left now on the penalty to Fewell. Now played up ahead. Setting it up there is Henriksen. Backhand centering feed went nowhere. Now along the point. That one should be an offside. It is. Everybody's screaming on that Mudbugs bench. And Ryan Dickinson's wondering why that call came so late from Quinn Schaefer. Of course, tonight's officials, Robert Babcock IV, John Lindner, Michael Ivkovitz, and Quinn Schaefer. Robert Babcock IV, of course, the nephew of NHL head coach Mike Babcock, who is a little busy right now. He's got a playoff series he's in the middle of. Face-off one there by the Bugs. McGee now mails it off the far side boards, and down the length of the ice it goes. But this is a terrific start for this PK unit. Down to a dozen seconds. Now Person dropped off there to Stindl, and they come in offsides. Dan Wildfong shouting out instructions towards Zach Heinz's direction. 14:46 left here in the first. Still no score. Game one. So glad to have you with us. Face off. One there by Lone Star. They throw it back onto their own end, and that is going to do it for the First Choice Personnel penalty kill. Good job there by the Mudbugs to kill off Fewell's infraction. Here comes Stindl now from the near circle. Quick shot, stick save made there by Balboa. Now goes to the near side, played back up top. Now played in deep. Stindl gets rubbed off the boards. Good check there by Regula, and Regula will pick it up. Regula steals the puck. He'll saucer it up top there to Rupsov. Rupsov now sparred across there to Natty Shack. Natty Shack dropped off there to Koklich, ever ripper, and a right pad stop made there by Isley. Off the far side boards, all tripped up there was Natty Shack. Now played up ahead. Here comes Rupsov from the far circle. Quick wrister, and it was fought off there by Isley. Got a piece of it. Now to the far corner. Holding the zone there is Rupsov. He'll dish it in deep. Getting some help now along the end board. Still no score in the early goings of the first period. Now to the near corner trying to hold the zone there is Fewell. Can Fewell pick it up along that near corner? He's got it. Now gets hauled down a bit. And now along the walls. Played out free there by Brennan. On over to Sifringer. Sifringer trouble getting around Fedulov. Fedulov now tying it up along the far corner. Good work here by the Mudbugs. Try to hold the zone. And now turned over as Martin grabs it. Martin now flips it back out to center. Thrown back, now backhanded in deep there by Lackey. Kapkevic will grab it. Jason Soupy Campbell going with 7D tonight. Played up ahead now. He finds Weber. Weber gets around his man. Backhander. Save made. Rebound chance. Oh, was poked just wide. That was all made there by Weber, and a good attack, and of course a big shout out goes to the Webers tuned in from Pittsburgh. Mr. Ken, Miss Debbie, glad to have you with us. Played up ahead now to the near corner, it goes to the left. McGee has it. McGee can't get around DeCarlo. Now punched around, good check there as Yannick gets hit pretty hard, and the puck deflects out of play. A very happy 18th birthday goes out to Joshua Amato, who is at Buffalo Wild Wings, one of our passionate fans. Tuned in for Game 1. We're glad to have you with us and enjoy your 18th birthday. Face off one there by Lone Star. Up along to the near side. Stindl now will sail it in deep. Into the Mudbug zone. McGee dished on over back up top. Deflected around, and now Weber will grab it. Weber has it back into his own zone. He'll take a U-turn off the far side boards, and now Harrison will regroup. He'll whirl it back, now come up across the middle of the ice, and picked up there now by Yannick. Yannick will jab it back to McGee. McGee will dish it across, and Harrison will try to outlet a break. Oh, no, he fanned on the passing attempt, and so McGee will have to grab it. Little sluggish for the Mudbugs. That's okay in game one. Dickinson, too far of a pass there for Harrison, and Lone Star has possession. 11:45 to go here in the first. Still no score. Played up ahead. Here's Heinz with a burst of speed. Good poke check there by Dickinson. Now to the far side. Regula played up ahead there to Witherspoon and couldn't slash it out. Now thrown to the far side. Harrison has it. Harrison now spirits it up across there to Witherspoon as the puck deflects in to the Lone Star zone. Can Witherspoon grab it along the far corner? He cannot. And the puck now is just checkered back out to center. Regula now will just bomb it back in to the Brahmas zone. Touched up there by Isley. Along to the far side, kept in there by Kincannon. Throws a floater. It went high above Isley's cage. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Martin's got it. Martin now will carefully grab it, trying to shake off his man. Good check there by Nichols. Now to the far side, Martin outlets it up across. Stolen away there by Koklichev, and Koklichev will dish it back over now to Rupsov. Rupsov wants to take it back, and he will just flip it in deep. That should be icing on the Mudbugs, and it will be. 10:37 to go here in the first period. It is a 0-0 score. Good pace to this one. I'm Chet Yoder, so glad to have you with us here for Mudbugs hockey. Of course, a big shout-out goes to the McGees, tuned in tonight from New York. Glad to have them with us. Mr. Chris, Miss Allison, watching number 2 for the Mudbugs. Off the near glass, back out to center. Good clear there by Regula. Puck now popped in deep, slowed down there by Balboa into the Mudbug zone. Now along to the near corner it goes. Centering feed, picked up and gobbled up there by Fewell. Fewell goes to the far side there, Nashak throws it up ahead there for Fedulov. Can Fedulov grab it? He will. He'll be the first one to touch it. Now behind the cage of Iceland. He stays with it. Now to the far corner there to Fewell. Skolnick now jabs it across. Mudbugs hold it. That's Fewell, Nattyshak centering feed. It's picked up there and taken back there by Swade. Swade's pass broken up there by Nichols. Off the near side boards too far, or rather intercepted momentarily there by Trezera. And now checked down there was Fewell by Trezera. Now bumped off the puck was Fedulov, and Lone Star has it. Thrown up ahead there to Daskis. Now intercepted, and the puck is just slashed back in to the Brahmas zone. Pushed off the puck, Bondi now up ahead. Will drop it off there to Clifton. Clifton takes a hip check as he runs into Robert Babcock. Now along the far corner. Trying to pick it up there is Clifton. He up ahead there to Weber. Weber now trying to develop some space. Here's Clifton, a ripper, and a blocker save made there by Isley as Clifton threw one in from the slot. Now from the far corner, Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. 9:11 to go here in the first period. Shot 6-3 in favor of the road team. Now to the near corner, centering feed, Mudbugs steal. They have it. Now at the point, dropped off, quick wrister, not much on it. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Weber a blast. It got blocked in front from the near circle, and the puck is thrown down the length of the ice. Will this be icing? It will not. Taken there by McGee. McGee now has it behind the cage. Of course, the Mudbugs trying to grab game one off the stick, off the high glass. Played up ahead there to Kincannon. Good check there by Kincannon on Evano. Now to the near side, thrown up ahead. Here come the Brahmas. The always dangerous Joey Baez comes across. And he gets slowed down there by Regula. Played up ahead there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon drops it off there to Kincannon. He gains the blue line. From the near side, thrown across. Quick wrister! Oh, what a save made there by Isley. Along the far side there to Rob Brazil. Oh, boy. Brazil got every bit of it, too. Oh, good check there as Guerra gets slowed down. What a golden opportunity as Isley comes up with the big save. Up ahead there, Koklichev to the far side. Now played back into the Mudbug zone as Regula will grab it. Regula throws it up ahead off the stick of Koklachev. It'll crawl on net, and Isley's got to cover it up.
Through Royal Alliance Associates, Incorporated, Menra FINRA, SIPC, and Registered Investment Advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into Mudbugs hockey. So glad to have you with us with 7:38 to go here in the first period. Big shout out to a former Mudbug who is in Shreveport. The man from Manchester, England. Now I just saw from that far angle Brazil on that golden scoring opportunity. He hit the post. Bondi now from the far point, played back up top. Quick ripper there from the point, stick save. Made there by Isley on a shot there by Rupsov. Can Bondi hold the zone from the right point? He has it. Quick wrister right in the basket of Isley, and he will cover it up. But that's good pressure. Mudbugs have got to like the way this first period is unraveled. Shots 8-3 in favor of the defending champs. Of course, I initially did not see it hit the post, but my man standing to my left, number 7, Ryan Waltman, with a better eye than I do. See, hockey players usually have better eyes than broadcasters. I thought I got a piece of Isley and then it hit the post, but maybe I was wrong. It looked like a straight post shot from Brazil. Yeah. Now face-off one there by the Mudbugs. Fedulov has it now along that near corner, trying to hold the zone. This has been good zone time for the Mudbugs. They just got to make something happen here. Thrown in front, and now Lone Star will grab it. Now up the ice, here comes DiCarlo. Dished on over to Hines. Hines, a backhander, goes wide of Balboa. Now play to the near half wall, rubbed off the boards, and now Natty Shack has it. Natty Shack to the far side. Right back out to center. Now thrown back to the Mudbugs blue line as Dickinson will grab it. They want to reset. Now saucering a pass off the near side boards. Should be icing. Oh, no, it might have got a piece at center ice, so no icing on the play. 6:38 to go here in the first period. Still no score. Good pace to this one. Mudbugs with a couple of nice chances. They've established some pressure on Isley. Off the near side boards, intercepted there by Dickinson. Takes a check there by Daskus. Now up ahead, off the far side boards. McGee now gets checked, but he floats it up across. Trying to find the stick of Yannick, now picked up there by Clifton. A high riser gets the glass. And now Stinnell up ahead there to Daskus. He gets taken down. Regula up across center. Off the far side boards there for Weber. And Weber gets checked hard after the whistle. Mudbugs come in offsides. .5:58 to go here in the first period. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Secured Investment Advisory Services offered through Royal Alliance, Menra FINRA SIPC, and Registered Investment Advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name. Regula rattles it off the stick of Witherspoon. Witherspoon now does a little spinorama, tries to hold it into the zone, up along to that near half wall. Mudbugs still have it along the walls, and it is tough pickings along those walls. Now it is scooted in even deeper along that far side. Now played up ahead. Quick wrister, save made. Oh, in and out of the glove of Balboa, and now pushing and shoving. Here we go. That was Yannick in the fray. Regula and Siffringer tied up, and they've all but undressed each other, looking at each other so long. 5:26 to go here in the first. Shots 8-4 in favor of Mudbugs hockey. No score in the early goings. Face-off just outside the Mudbugs blue line. Mudbugs got to like the way this first period has started. And now DiCarlo's been kicked out, and he looks absolutely mystified. It's going to be Frankie Trezera locking it in with the shaggy-haired Carson Nichols. Face-off won there by Trezera. DiCarlo thrown back over to Person, and now we got a whistle. It's going to be a penalty. It's got to go against Lone Star, and it will be, and the Mudbugs will go on the Swepco power play for the first time this evening. I believe it's a slashing call on Evano. With 5:20 to go here in the first, the Mudbugs put their power play unit onto the ice. We can't make any bones about it. The Mudbugs Swepco power play has been struggling all year. But they've liked the way this week of power play has gone in practice. Can they apply that to the game and try to grab the game's first goal? Face-off in the left wing circle. Fedulov wins the face-off. Played back up top, it goes now to Regula. Over to Yannick. Yannick now trying to throw it in front. He has now Fedulov. Fedulov now from the near half wall. Dished up top to Regula. Regula will play it on over to Fewell. Now flipped on over to Fedulov. A shot blocked in front, and the puck is ladled down the length of the ice. Regula will grab it. And he's going to reset too far there for Fedulov on a pass. And the puck is stashed all the way back into the Mudbug zone, slowed down there by Balboa. Big shout out to the Balboas tuned in tonight from Colorado Springs. I'm sure they got a good gathering of Balboas. Intercepted, and the puck is speared down the length of the ice there by Kimball Johnson of Lone Star. 4:30 left here in the first. Played up ahead. Here comes Fedulov. Gains the blue line from the right side. He'll fire it in. Now to the far side. Mudbugs have it. Behind the cage. Oh, trying to jam it in. A backhander. Oh, it went just wide. Another shot. Rebound chance went wide, and the net comes off. And you could see the Mudbug bench trying to see who pushed that net off. With 4:17 to go here in the first. Good pressure. 57 seconds remain on Evano's slashing infraction. Big shout out goes to Mudbugs goaltender Richie Perrott, tuned in from Utah as he is moving on to the finals in his league. 33 saves for that young man. Quick shot blocked in front. Mudbugs hold the zone. Clifton has it from the far half wall. Back up top now to McGee. McGee now to Harrison. Harrison now through the slot. Backhander now, Clifton to McGee, a ripper. Oh, blocked in front there by Lackey. Can't clear it. Quick shot there, just wide on a shot there by Fewell. Now to the near corner it goes. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone, down to 30 seconds left. Back up top now to McGee. McGee now on over to Harrison. Quick shot there from the near circle, blocked. Right back to the point. Now a backhander. Uh-oh. Can Clifton hold it in? He will. He'll just throw it in deep. Oh, checked hard to the floor. There was Rupsoff, and the puck is flipped back out to center. Harrison dropped off there to McGee. Up ahead there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon now will whirl it in deep. To the near corner. Penalty coming to an end. Evano's back on the ice. Both teams 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Back out to center. McGee up ahead there to Harrison. He'll drop it off there to Clifton. Clifton has it now from the near half wall. Quick shot. Glove save made there by Isley. It was going wide, but he wanted to stop it anyways. I think Coach Soupy has got to be very happy with the way this first period has gone. The ice has certainly been tilted in the Bugs' favor. They're out shooting Lone Star 9-4. Of course, we will see Rich Perrant back with the Mudbugs next week after his run with El Paso. Nice night for him. They won 7-2. He made 33 saves on 35 shots. How about that? As we say in the French culture, laissez la bon rouler. Almost tripped up there. I know Rich Perrant would hammer me. Quick wrister there by Bondi, goes wide. I know Richie's loving my French tongue. I don't have one as the puck deflects out of play with 2:55 remaining here in this first period. Good crowd on hand for Mudbugs hockey. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Sterling Dental Center. My good friend Dr. Emil Janu and his awesome staff has your next dental checkup covered. Just call 318-688-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Face-off outside the Lone Star zone to the far side. Now picked up there by Kincannon. All right, Kapkovic up ahead there to Harrison. Up ahead there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon gets around a man, but he gets slowed down, and now Lone Star will grab it. Puck flipped in there. Trezero ripper right in the chest of Balboa, and he makes the save. That's a nice save there for Balboa. With 2:36 to go here in the first, still no score. Lots of stuff going around North Richland Hills. I think they had some kind of gymnastics meet to the other side. Had a couple of baseball games. Was a late arriving crowd, but they're all in here now. And not a bad looking crowd in front of me. Face off now to the right of Balboa. Face off one there by Lone Star. Now wristed in there by Martin to the far side. Brazil. Oh no, he overskated it. Now he's got to tie up his man along the far side. Weber's going to grab it along the far boards. He'll play it up ahead there for Yannick. Intercepted there by Brennan. Now along the half boards. Trying to steer it along there was Clifton, and into the far corner it goes. I think Lone Star is going to feel very lucky if they get out of this first period scoreless. They have been dominated in this game. Now along to the far side. Up ahead and clearly offsides was Roof. 1:59 to go here in the first period. Still no score in this game. Of course, the Mudbugs traveling a couple of extra guys. Of course, Ryan Waltman to my left. Nick Carabin is with us as well. And, of course, a healthy scratch, Billy Fetchko. Not on the ice tonight. Regula off the far side wall. They win the faceoff. They throw it back out to center. Into forecheck there is Rupsov. Stolen away there by Koklachev. Throws it up ahead. Here comes Rupsov from the near circle. Up ahead. Quick wrister save made there by Isley. Sprinting down the far circle there was Koklachev, and he put everything into it. And Isley makes the stop. That was a point-blank stop with 1:43 remaining here in the first. Another grade A scoring chance. Face off one there by Lone Star. Now to the near side. Mudbugs trying to hold it in. They will. Along the near half wall, back up top now to Brazil. Brazil trying to battle and wrestle it down. He can't. Lone Star will throw it back out to center. Good check there by Koklachev from the back. Mudbugs have it off the near side boards. Too far there by Rupsov. Puck now is soccered back in, out of the far side. Up ahead to the middle of the ice. Here comes Rupsov on a break. Rupsov throws it across. Oh, I think he might have shot that puck. But he tried to be cute with a backhand pass. That would have been unbelievable as Nichols was sprinting with him. And you could see Coach Soupy addressing that matter right now with Rupsov and Nichols. You might not be able to see it. I can. The near side, floated in deep into the Mudbug zone, and I could hear Coach Soupy's lips right now. He's telling Rupsov, you got to whack that puck on net. Here comes Natty Shack into the near corner. Back up top now. Quick wrister. Goes wide. Rebound chance. Got thrown out of trouble there by DiCarlo. And we got a whistle. Looks like that puck was touched by a high stick with 30 seconds left here in the first. To the right of Isley. Mudbugs have the puck. They won the faceoff. Now McGee up ahead there to Dickinson. Dickinson, a blast. It got blocked. Now spun down. Trying to hold the zone there was Dickinson. Now to the far side, good check there from Weber, and the puck rolls on net, and Isley will just stop it. 14.7 seconds left here in the first. I'm no hockey expert, but the Mudbugs have really tilted the ice in their favor right now. And they are really pushing the issue in this first period. They've outshot Lone Star 11-5. Well, Mudbugs might draw up a play where they might put one on net off the initial faceoff wing. Clifton to try to win the faceoff. Battle that tied up one there by Lone Star, intercepted there by Yannick, and now taken away there by Guerra. And Guerra will softly play it out. It goes out of the zone. This faceoff should stay deep in the Lone Star zone. Of course, goalie coach Rich Perron behind the bench with Coach Soupy. Boy, Rich Perron, a man with plenty of NHL experience, a lot of pro experience. Now thrown at the net off the initial faceoff win there by Clifton, and it's smothered up there by Isley. Down to 4 seconds left now here in the first. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We'll talk to Jack Yannick. You don't want to miss it. And the Mudbugs beat the buzzer here. Face-off one there by Weber. Now tied up along that far half wall, and that'll do it. Good check there by Weber. And now Guerra and Weber starting to get tied up. And that'll do it for the first. But how about that Generational Financial Advisors first period? Mudbugs outshoot Lone Star 12-5. They got to feel good about the way that first was unraveling in front of them. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs. From routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, dental emergencies, and more with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board. Our ice
To mine, Jack Yannick. First of all, Jack, thanks for the time. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Just talk about what this season has been like. We're through with the regular season. This is your third in Shreveport. I'm sure these never get old, and just talk about what this experience has been like for you, especially in this third year.
I mean, I can't tell you how unbelievable the Mudbugs organization has been to me, and how my experience has been affected, and I can't wait. Or this regular season was also another great season. I mean, we may have not gotten the results that we wanted in the regular season, but I know that everyone in the locker room has bought into the right message, and I'm excited for this weekend.
You know, looking back at this season, you got a chance to play at Top Prospects. Talk about that experience. Is that something you even ever thought about?
I mean, obviously, when my first 2 years watching first Frankie Melton going there and watching Lubes and guys that I looked up to when I was a rookie year, and to have the opportunity to go there, I was blessed and honored, and to have my coaching staff nominate me for that was unbelievable. And the experience there was great, playing with the top players in the league and playing with some guys on Amarillo, Corpus, all those guys.
What's that like?
I mean, it's kind of when we're all under one roof, we're all getting along, but then when we're in the games, it's a whole new ball game. So, but it was a really exciting experience. Those guys are really good guys. It was a great group, South Division 2-0. So,
last Saturday, we see you tied up with Eric Huss. I can probably count on one finger, maybe two, how many fights you've been in your 3 years with the Mudbugs. What happened? What transpired? And what led to the fight?
I got knocked down. Well, honestly, let's get a little backstory here. Like before the game, kind of Fiwa was giving me crap because I wasn't. I haven't fought in my junior career, and it was my last game. But he was kind of giving me crap the last few weeks, and I didn't really think about it. But after I got knocked down, and I just turned around and kind of gave it back to Huss there, and he asked me to go, and I was like, well, this is my opportunity, and my adrenaline was going, and I took it away. So,
in hockey, it's funny when guys fight, they kind of hug, they shake hands. We've seen Dominic Procopio do that, which kind of shocked us first year. We've seen him do it in the second year. Alex Spencer, same thing. A guy will toe it up with the big boys and hug. Was there kind of a handshake or some kind of hey, we towed it up, pretty good bout, like at the end of that fight?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I think he just hugged me so I would stop punching him. But I think I got a hold of him there. Being a lefty probably threw him off. But I've never felt an adrenaline rush like that in my life.
Was that also to send a message to Lone Star that hey, we're going to have a series, and also to get your bench riled up, because that's the loudest I've seen them all year?
I think the biggest thing is getting guys to step out of their comfort zone. And, I mean, seeing somebody like me who hadn't fought in junior career, I mean, the guys, like you said, the bench was as loud as it was because they understand now that we need to do whatever it takes. Like, it doesn't matter, like somebody like me fighting. Like, if that needs to happen, it's going to happen. If you're going to need to eat a puck to the face, it's going to happen. And you got to do whatever it takes for each other and for your teammates, and that's what brought us success last year and what will bring us success this year.
It's funny you say getting out of your comfort zone. I've seen David Brazil land a couple of checks. I've seen Davis Gockler ring up a guy. I saw Fetchko get a big hit the other day. You talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Those are three guys, and just among others, that are going to maybe be back next year. How much of those messages relate to those guys that, hey, let's keep this Mudbug culture at a high level that it has been these last 3 years?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is as a leadership group and as guys that were part of last year's team and a few of us being part of the year before as well, is trying to continue and show your teammates that are younger and guys that are new to the program what the way is, what the Mudbug way is. And it takes a lot of effort, but in reality, it starts in practice, and everything we do in practice, on and off the ice, those guys look up to us. They look at what we do, and all the little things, and that's what we need to focus on. So
we're talking to Mudbugs forward Jack Yannick here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You scored one of the biggest goals in Mudbugs playoff history last year. It was only your second goal all season last year. You were in and out of the lineup. You had kind of one of those as Coach Soupy says, one of those classic junior hockey roller coasters, and you're kind of at the end of that ride. But take it back, Game 5, Jakub Sirota blows a tire. Just take us through that goal and kind of what your emotions were.
I mean, it was kind of right off the draw. I gave whoever the winger was, I gave him a little whack right before. We had just scored. Rob had just scored, and I was giving the guy a little whack off the draw. I was just going in on the forecheck, and they went D to D, and I saw him blow a tire. I was like, well, there's the puck, and I took it away. I was like, I honestly can say I kind of blacked out in that situation, but I just kind of went back to what I know, and it ended up working out. And I mean, that was one of the best feelings in my career, if not the best feeling in my career. I can't tell you how fired up the bench was, how fired up I was, how fired up Coach was last year. And I think, that only motivates me more to do the same things this year and do anything that can help the team win. and I can't tell you how excited I am for playoffs.
You know, I remember after that series win over Lone Star, we hugged. Jackson Castor had about maybe 20 hugs on everybody because he was one big love fest, and talk about his goaltending was unbelievable. Is there any kind of similarities you can take from last year's Robertson Cup run to this year's and see how this team can maybe make that same similar run?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities in terms of guys really wanting to win, because I feel like last year we kind of talked about it a lot, and I think this year guys are starting to talk, and that's kind of like with as a team, when you're off the ice and you're just talking about winning, that kind of like gets that in your mind. It's always in your mind, and that's your expectation, and that keeps you motivated to going into the playoffs. And I think that's one of the biggest similarities we have between last year's team and this year's team.
Last couple of years you've been with the Porter family. Just talk about that experience and how much they mean to you.
I mean, I can't speak highly enough about the Porters. They're nothing but the best billet parents I've ever had. I mean, my situation rookie year was what it was, but they took me in my second year as first-year billets, and I can't tell you how much they've taken care of me and how much I love them. So I just want to thank the Porters, if you're listening, for that. Thank you.
Have you had any conversations with any former Mudbugs from last year's championship team now that we're kind of in this playoff run now?
I mean, yes, I have. I actually talked to Cook probably the most out of, if we're talking about older returners.
Former line mate?
Yeah, former line mate as well, the old Cook Holmers, Yannick line. Yeah. But
scored a couple of more goals.
Probably, you're correct in that aspect. But no, I try to talk. I talk to Don from here and there as well. I try to talk to them. Ask them questions about leadership, things to help the team, and what it's going to take to try and make the similar run as last year.
What do you see in this Lone Star team, before I let you go, it's going to make for a tough series, but how do you guys think you're going to overcome that?
I think as the Lone Star team, they're well coached. They do kind of what they do, like they do it to a T, and I believe that we have a way of getting around that, and it's going to take a lot of hard work and 110% effort, but I can tell you right now that this is going to be a Southern Division series.
That's Jack Yannick of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Jack, thanks for the time as always, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
We'll have more after these messages. This is the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Mark Duffield with Coldwell Banker Gosley is a proud sponsor of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. After 27 years in the U.S. Air Force, Mark Duffield now brings his energy, honesty, and clear speak to the local real estate market. If you are selling your home or just curious about what it's worth, go to markduffield.net to ask Mark for a free report. If you are looking to buy a home, contact Mark for a list of homes for sale in the neighborhood of your dreams. Go to markduffield.net or give Mark a call at 347-8557 or 861-2461.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of my favorites and an important piece to our broadcast and the Shreveport Mudbugs corporate partner, Jerry DeFatta from DeFatta & Associates. Mr. Jerry, thanks for the time. We appreciate you coming on.
Oh, we appreciate you having us.
Just talk about everything that's going on with DeFatta & Associates. Everybody knows what it's all about. Just talk about how's business been going and where are we at?
Business is good. The private investigative industry is always up and down, but we do some things that help stabilize it. We do a lot of preventive investigative services for businesses. But we've also, starting in January, so this year we've gotten involved in being able to do remote extraction, cell phone analysis, and spyware scans. And that's something a lot of people are interested in.
What is that exactly?
So obviously, cell phones nowadays, there's so much spyware and tracking other, viruses that can be put on a phone just like a computer. People are concerned about their phones being...
What are your favorite kinds of cases, and what are some of the things that you don't like, and maybe just a little more of a grind for you?
Doing surveillance is always, insurance cases and things. That is, although it's a lot of companies' bread and butter, it's what we do the most of probably. Sitting in your car for 8 to 12 hours is tough, and I've gotten older and I don't have to do that anymore. So when it comes to what I like the least, surveillance may be it. And what I like the most is I personally specialize in employee theft things, where we go in and interview employees, sit down, try to figure out who did it. And I find it challenging to get people to confess. I'm fairly good at it. I also enjoy teaching, going into companies and helping them establish better policies and internal controls. That's something that I really enjoy. The employee theft, anti-fraud type investigations are my favorite. And for me personally, the least favorite would be surveillance.
So with tax season, I guess essentially right around the corner, is this some of your busiest time?
Yeah, it can be. A lot of people are doing inventories. A lot of businesses do an annual inventory every January, and they realize, hey, we've got a lot of stuff missing, don't have a clue where it went. And they call us, we can come in and do an investigation and help them figure out what they need to change and identify who took what what they've lost.
They've heard the contact information from me before, but the easiest way to get in touch with you?
Easiest way is probably go to our website, defattapi.com, and then, or just call me. Our number's listed on the website. Give me a call. If I'm not in the office, it rings straight to my cell phone. So I'm always available unless I'm asleep.
Aside from that, I don't know when you sleep because you have so much involvement also with Shriners. Shriners Hospital did a weekend here earlier in the season. I thought it went well. Just talk about your involvement in that. Obviously, that means so much to you and your family.
It really does, Chad. I've been involved with the local Shriners, El Caribe Shriners, since about 2010. And it's something that my whole family has gotten involved in. Obviously, Shreveport is the home of the first Shriners Hospital. Shriners Hospital treat children, regardless of the family's ability to pay, for any kind of orthopedic, burn, cleft lip, cleft palate, pretty much any issue that involves a child's ability to, get around and just be a child. And it's a great feeling to be able to help put a smile on a child's face. And we really appreciate everything the Mudbugs do to help the hospital. So that's something I'm passionate about. I guess you could call it my hobby. When I'm not working, I'm usually doing shrine stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. And the Mudbugs' involvement with the Shriners now has been going 3 years strong, and it's going to keep going for years to come. Lastly, before I let you go, your daughter Amber DeFata, one of our regular anthem singers, I have to ask, where did she get the pipes from? Was it from Dad or Mom, or was it something she developed from a young age?
It certainly was not from me. Her mother probably sings a whole lot better than me, but she by far is the best singer in the family. She's been in choir most of her time through school, and just something she developed a passion for and enjoys, and does quite well.
Yeah, we appreciate her on the ice doing our anthems. A live anthem, I think, brings out that much more energy, especially before game time. I would agree that a lot of people enjoy it.
I totally agree. I enjoy a live anthem no matter who's doing it, and I know she really enjoys being able to get out and do it. As you know, she's a huge fan and also very passionate about the Mudbugs.
That's Jerry DeFata from DeFata and Associates joining us here, and thanks for the time, and of course, thank you for the continued partnership and support. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you. Look forward to continuing.
We'll have more after these messages on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Welcome back into the Nitech Sports Center. Game 1. We're ready to start the DeFata and Associates LLC second period. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to DeFataPI.com. Mudbugs got to feel good about that first period. They can continue to put that kind of pressure. They got to feel really good about the way this game's going to turn out. Shots 12-5 in favor of the Bugs, and they look to mimic some of that same success here in the second period. Face-off won there by Natty Shack. Dickinson onto the near side there to McGee. McGee up ahead there to Fewell. Too far. Couldn't handle it cleanly as Martin will mail it back into the Mudbug zone. Mudbug skating now from right to left in this second period. Now Natty Shack going to pick it up. He's got some numbers with him. He'll just flip it in and have his buddy go chase it down. That's Fegeloff. Now to the far side. Played around to the far side now. Oh, good check there. Swade gets slowed down. Now Brennan grabs it behind the cage to my left. He'll lug it back out. He'll throw it across to his right there to DeCarlo, and DeCarlo will ram it in but get rammed in the process. Now puck played out to center. Carrying it in there is Clifton. Clifton off the near side boards. Up ahead there to Fegeloff. Fegeloff will grab it along that near corner, trying to play it off the walls. Now Lone Star has it. That's Baez. Baez up ahead there to the speedy Heinz. Heinz now back up top. Quick ripper. Save made. Rebound chance. Goes wide. Nice save made there by Balboa on the first quality scoring chance for Heinz. Rather Person with the ripper. And Balboa with a nice stop, and then the rebound chance goes wide as it goes into the protective netting, and that faceoff should come out of the zone, and it will. As we are 1:06 into the second. Balboa faces his first challenge of the night. Just met Timmy Clifton's girlfriend, who's in the house this evening. Very lovely lady who works in Dallas from Chicago. Met, of course, Clifton in the Chicago Steel days. Miss Katya. Very nice young lady, and she's a fan of the broadcast, so she's automatically in the Chet Yoder fan club. Brazil to the far side there to Regula. Still taking memberships, by the way. Off the stick of Weber as that puck trickles in deep into the Brahmas zone. Now to the far side. Evano's pass along to the far side. Now Mudbugs hammer it in. There's Yonex into pursuit. Good check there. Quick wrister there. And a stick save made there by Isley. And a shot there by Brazil from the left point. Now to the near corner it goes. A buck and a half into the second period. Still no score in this game. Shots 13-6 in favor of Shreveport. Mudbugs trying to jar it off the walls, and they can't. That's Kincannon. Now worked out free there by Person. Person now will pellet it over to the far side, kept in there by Regula. He'll rattle it in behind the cage of Isley, and now Lone Star can settle things down. And I've reiterated this before. The Mudbugs got to like the way this game has started, but they're going to have to solve Isley, which has been a tough task. Intercepted there by Kincannon. He'll throw it back into the Lone Star zone. Now played up ahead off the near side boards. In deep it goes, and Regula will grab it. Icing on Lone Star, and Dan Wildfong can't believe it. And he's starting to bark at the official. Up in arms as he's trying to get Ifkovitz's attention. And they are having none of what Dan Wildfong's trying to sell right now. And he still looks mystified behind that bench. We've seen icings go both ways in this building. So it's not as if the Mudbugs have been, I guess you can say, on the short end of sticks on icing calls. Far side, Rupsoff holds his own. Quick wrister blocked in front. Quick wrister, save made. Backhander goes wide as Koklachev trying to poke it home. Now Rupsoff holds the zone. Rupsoff now to the far corner. His backhand pass there to Nichols, intercepted there by Daskus. Puck now hammered in deep, delayed off sides. Touched up there by Rupsoff. Playing back out to center, intercepted there by Skolnick. Skolnick now will slice that puck in deep into the Lone Star zone. Off the far side boards, picked up there by Bondi. Bondi now will level it across there to Skolnick. He'll carom it off the walls, but picked up there by Siffringer. Off the far side boards, Skolnick will pick up the loose change. He has the biscuit, takes it off the far side boards. Intercepted there by big old Frankie Trezera. The boy, or should I say not the boy next door, able to bang it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now into the near corner it goes. Mudbugs trying to jolt it out of the zone. Good job here by Baez to work it in along the inboards. Now blocked off the puck. Good job there by Nichols. Played up ahead now. Back out to center it goes. Trezera has it in front of the bench. Gets checked hard there by Nichols in front of the Mudbugs bench. Fedulov, Spinorama, has it up across center. Gets hip checked along the boards. Try to scoot it in to the Mudbug zone. He can't. Mudbugs offensive zone, that is. Fewell back to McGee behind the cage of Balboa. Crowd very much into this game. Up ahead there to Natty Shack. Natty Shack, a quick wrister, and it goes wide. Now a shot along the side of the net, and that one deflects out of play. 4:03 gone by in this second period, brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Still no score between these two teams. Game one of the first round South Divisional Semifinal Series. I'm Chet Yoder, so glad to have you with us. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Now up along to the near side there to Wieben. Wieben now along that near side. Henriksen's in there. Gets rubbed off the puck there by Yannick. Now along the near half wall. Lone Star trying to throw it back to Martin. Martin now along the far side. Good check there by Dickinson. Quick shot there by Yannick went wide. Now into pursuit here is Weber. Good check there by Weber. Good clean hockey. Back up top. Clifton holds his own. Quick shot. Gets blocked. In front there by Martin. Played up ahead. Good check there by Dickinson. Playing the body. Or the Mudbugs. They've been doing it all year. Off the near side boards. This will be icing on Lone Star. And Dan Wildfong is given an earful that Tim Henriksen did not like something on the ice. And he is letting Henriksen know about it right now. With 15-12 to go here in this second period. 14-6 shots in favor of Shreveport. What's going on here? A little bit of a tie-up between Brahmas players. They were huddled up there. Guerra locked up with Harrison. Harrison, the Plano, Texas native. Lots of family in the house tonight. Face-off one there by Harrison. Back up top now to Regula. Regula to Dickinson. quick wrister deflected into the protective netting. That puck should stay right in the Brahmas zone, and it will, to the left of Isley. 15:06 remaining here in the second period, brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Big shout out to our Mudbug faithful at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City. So glad to have a packed house at Buffalo Wild Wings watching game one. Those are some of the best fans in the league. Now behind the cage, Harrison has it. Played back up top to Brazil. Brazil, a ripper! Blocker save, rebound chance. Up to the near corner it goes. Now to the far side, Guerra has it and floats it back out to center. Carefully, Regula will play it up ahead there to Kincannon. Up ahead there to Harrison. Harrison has it, dished on over to Brazil. Brazil, a ripper from the near circle, thrown in front. And a save made there by Isley. Back the other way. Nice job there defensively on the back check. There by Witherspoon. Off the far side boards, too far there for Harrison. Now Regula has it. Regula trying to avoid a hit. Gets hit there by Heinz. Brazil now will softly caress this puck in deep into the Lone Star zone. Played up ahead there to Bias. Takes a shot there by Nichols. Continuing to play the body. Guerra has it. Lugs it in, but it's offside. 14:07 remaining here in the second period. No score between these two bitter rivals in a rivalry that has spanned over 20 years old. Of course, Roy Lang, the beloved Bugs beat writer, wrote a piece about that earlier this week, and it was a good one. Shot 16-6 now in favor of the Bugs. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Played up ahead, two behind Kampkovic. And the puck now played in deep. Uh-oh, here comes Daskus. Trying to get around Bondi. He can't. Bondi gets a back-to-back check. He'll bank it up ahead to center. Here comes Rupsoff with a burst of speed. Gains the blue line now from the far corner. Rupsoff centering feed. Save made there by Isley. Looking for a juicy rebound in front was Koklachev. Nothing juicy for Koklachev to bite on. 13:47 to go here in the first. Get your tickets for Game 3. It'll be next Friday night, April 19th. You can call 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com. Get your tickets for Game 3. Mudbugs and the Brahmas from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Should be a great atmosphere. It always is back at home. Face-off one there by the Brahmas. Played up ahead there to Siffringer. Siffringer has it. Backing it up ahead to Evano. A shot, score! Evano from the high slot, able to roof it on Balboa, and Lone Star has the early 1-0 edge. They score at 6:25 of the second. And it'll be Evano from Siffringer and Lackey. And that is how quickly the fortunes can change against the Mudbugs. Doing everything the right way, playing a great almost half of this game. Lone Star comes back the other way, and they're able to tie it up. Or rather break a zero tie. Evano's first of the postseason from Siffringer and Lackey. Kept into the zone, thrown at the net, and Balboa will cover it up as DeCarlo was from the far circle. That is the Brahmas' 7th shot on net when they scored. Mudbugs have dominated every aspect of this game except the scoreboard right now. But they're only down by 1. Got to keep their heads in the game. Quick face-off won there by the Mudbugs. Skolnick now off the near side boards. Kincannon up ahead, and now Evano grabs it along the far side. Here comes Lone Star to Guerra. Guerra throws it in front, picked up there by Kincannon. Are the Mudbugs going to start to push even harder off the far side boards? And I really think if you're the Mudbugs, you really can't change what you're doing. Evano up across center will spear it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Off the far side boards up ahead there to Kincannon. He'll let it go there for Harrison. Quick wrister blocked. Not much to shoot at. Up ahead. Here's a break. Dropped off. Bias. Quick shot. Score. Baez is first of the postseason, and it comes from Stinnell and Evano at 7.5 here in the second. Mudbugs are down by a pair. And the Mudbugs have given up 2 in a quick span. Here comes Koklachev, a shot on net, smothered up there by Isley from the near circle. Lone Star 2, Shreveport nothing. 12:20 left here in the second. 2 goals. A minute and 5 apart. Shot 17-8 in favor of Shreveport right now. Now floated up in the air. Lone Star gets it back out to center. It rolls on net, and Balboa's going to stop it, and he wants to cover it up. And right now, Balboa's psyche has got to be a rattled one right now, and they have got to calm their netminder down. He has not seen much action in this game. That's really credit to how good the Mudbugs have been in this game. Out shooting Lone Star 17-8. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Back up top. Quick wrister there by Martin. It goes wide. Down to the near half wall. Played back out to center. Off the near side boards now. Chiseling it in deep. There is Natty Shack. Now to the far corner it goes. Fedulov tied it into the boards. Here comes Fewell. Fewell has it. On over to McGee. Back up top. Quick wrister deflected. It got blocked in front there by Roof. Stolen away there by Natty Shack. Now backhanded in deep. Fedulov back out to center. Off the near side boards. Mudbugs just got to calm things down. Still down by a pair in this game. 11.5 to go here in the second. Now whacked in deep as Weber. Good check there on Brennan. Weber trying to, he threw it in front. That was dangerous as a rolling biscuit somehow took a fortuitous bounce in the Mudbugs' favor, but covered up there by Isley. I think Coach Soupy's telling his guys, stay the course right now. Mudbugs Hockey tonight brought to you by Scuba Ventures. You can learn to dive and take trips with them to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. They offer a full spectrum of underwater classes, scuba snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Give them a call during business hours at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com. Mudbug faithful trying to get into this game. They have been quieted in this recent stretch. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They're able to lick it back out to center. Now Brazil will throw it off the boards. Up ahead. Can Yannick grab it? No. And now Clifton's got to take his time, get reset, and just dump it in. It goes in front of the cage, and very dangerously. The Mudbugs unable to take advantage. Nobody was there. Now wristed in there by Dickinson. Picked up there by Evano. Off the far side boards. Weber trying to play it in. Now back out to center. Brazil will have it. Brazil will float it in deep into that far corner. Now to the near corner it goes. Up ahead. Whacked in to the Mudbug zone there by Person. 2-0 lead for Lone Star. On a couple of quick strikes from Evano and Baez. 105 apart. As the Mudbugs commit an icing. Tonight's icing's brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. Face off one there by the Mudbugs. Now played back to the point. Lone Star has it. Swade trying to squeak it past it. Now Witherspoon has it 2-on-2. Back the other way. He'll flip it in for Kincannon to go grab. Kincannon with a good check there on Johnson. Now on the far corner, DeCarlo's going to pick it up. He'll flip it across. Now Mudbugs hold the zone. Good job there by, thrown in front. Caught there by Isley. And now getting roughed up pretty good there is Kincannon. Kincannon's got to get out of there. He cannot take a penalty in that spot. 9:45 left here in the second period. Lone Star 2, Shreveport nothing. This is game 1 of the North American Hockey League playoffs. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Generational Financial Advisors is a proud partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Janice Watt and the experienced staff at Generational Financial Advisors will assist you in planning for all of life's phases from college to retirement. Give Janice a call at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Generational Financial Advisors. Stable, trustworthy, experience. Secured investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Incorporated, Menra FINRA, SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs. From routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, dental emergencies, and more with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back in here into the Nitech Sports Center. Mudbugs are going to have to reverse the fortunes. They're down by a pair with 9:45 to go here in the second. Still plenty of time. 2-goal lead, always the most dangerous in hockey, just because it feels so comfortable at times. And then it can get snatched away in a matter of moments. Face off one there by Lone Star. They kiss it off the near side window. Kapkovic try to forward that puck in deep. It got blocked, and Martin will just drub it in to the Mudbug zone. Oh, no, bad pass. Quick wrister. Save made there by Balboa. He covers it up, pushing and shoving now. And we got a lot of fisticuffs behind Balboa. This one, look who's there. It's Frankie Trezera. And someone's got to regulate this one. Well, that was Frankie Trezera and Tim Koklichev. That's two big bears going at it. He was able to flip the shirt up ahead on Koklichev's back, and now Koklichev wondering, are they both going in? They are. Of course, Frankie Trezera, the son of the man atop the office, Frank Trezera, does a great job with the Lone Star Brahmas. And we're going to have to figure out the penalties here. Yeah, Yannick's yelling for head contact. And I don't blame him. With 9:27 to go here in the second, Lone Star 2, Shreveport nothing. Let's see what we get out of here. See John Lindner explaining things very carefully right now to Yannick and Kimball Johnson. .9:27 remaining here in the second. I think we're just going to have offsetting 2-minute minors. Yeah, they gave an extra 2. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, are they giving an extra 2 to Lone Star? Looks like they are. They are going to give an extra 2. So one more goes to Swade. And the Mudbugs are going to get a SWEPCO power play out of this. Well, this is a very critical time for the Mudbugs to get back in this game. So Yannick lobbied. He got what he wanted. And the Mudbugs unable to win that faceoff. And Lackey will line it down the length of the ice. McGee now up around to the near corner. Oh, no. Lackey shoots it on net. Oh, boy. Save made there by Balboa. Pushing and shoving as now Guerra's in the fray. 9:10 remaining here in the second. This faceoff will stay deep in the Mudbug zone. This is such an opportune time for the Mudbugs to snap out of their playoff or power play woes and get one back here. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Now punched in there by Brennan, but that puck deflects out of play. We'll have this puck now come out of the Mudbug zone. So Swade goes in. We're going to try to get a handle on all those penalties. Just an extra roughing call on Lone Star. Yeah, Swade and Trezera both in for roughing, and then Koklachev goes in for roughing. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs. The defending Robbie Cup champs down by a pair here. Galloping up across the ice there is Regula. Regula goes through the D. Intercepted, and the puck now is thrown down the length of the ice. As Natty Shack will grab it. Behind the cage of Balboa. Down to $1:15 left on the SWEPCO power play. Mudbugs almost threw it into the back of their own net. Had a lot of close calls of that nature. Back up top now. Mudbugs trying to set it up and intercepted. And Clayton Lackey does it again. Boy, he has been a pest in this series overall in the season. Now up ahead there to Natty Shack. Too far there for Harrison. He's got to take it back. With 45 seconds to go in the power play, Mudbugs trying to regain their composure. Harrison, bad pass right into the skates of Heinz. Taken away there by Fewell. Fewell lugs it in. Up ahead there to Rupsoff. Rupsoff skates a quick wrister. In and out of the glove of Isley. It went wide. Now to the far corner it goes. 25 seconds left here on the SWEPCO power play. Tied up along that far corner. Mudbugs trying to jar it out. They do. Played back up top now to Clifton. Clifton's got to shoot. Over to McGee. McGee now sets it up. 10 seconds. McGee now back to Clifton at the point. On over to Harrison. Too far. Now to the far side. Behind the cage. Puck thrown, but not out. Kept in there by Clifton. Time running out. It's over. Quick shot. All right into the pads of Martin. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Clifton cannot hold the zone. Up ahead there, Swade out of the box. And McGee has it. Mudbugs 0 for 2 on the man advantage. As Stinnell gains the blue line from the left side. Stinnell dropped off roof, a shot, saved on the way. Quick wrister off the stick of Johnson into the back of the netting there by Weber. 6:44 to go here in the second. You see Rich Perron upset about something, and he was into the face of Ivkovitz. Shot 17-10 in favor of the Mudbugs. The score, Lone Star 2, Shreveport nothing. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Person now to the near side, off the near side boards, up ahead, intercepted there by Bondi. Good check there by Nichols. Taken away there by Trezera. Gains the blue line. Drop back pass there to Person. It will be handled there from the far side. Now to the near corner it goes. Bondi whistles it up ahead there to his buddy Koklachev. Taken there by Rupsov. Rupsov has it. Sets it up. Throws it in straight a centering feed. It was deflected back out to center. And Brazil will just softly dump it in to the Brahmas zone. 6:10 to go here in the second. Brahmas 2, Mudbugs not yet. Evano behind the cage of Isley, and he'll settle things down. To the far side. Up ahead. Stolen away there by Harrison. Dropped off there to Kincannon. Hip check there by Witherspoon, and Dan Wildfong screaming for a call. He's not going to get one. Now along the near side wall. Puck thrown right back into the air. Huss now gets hip checked along the near half wall. Thrown in front, quick shot, point blank save, made there by Balboa as DeCarlo put it on net. Now in front of the Mudbugs bench, Harrison hammers it in deep into the Lone Star zone. 5:20 to go here in the second, 2-0 in favor of the Brahmas. Lackey along to the far side will spike it into the Mudbug zone. Regula up ahead there to Natty Shack. Gets up across center, dropped off there to Fewell. But the puck was slowed down there by Baez. Up ahead now to Brazil. Brazil now will line it in to the Lone Star zone. And play it around now to the far side boards, right back out to center. Now to McGee. McGee now to the far side boards, picked up there by Fewell. Fewell with a little bit of space. Now trying to get around Henriksen, gets slowed down a bit. Now behind the cage, punched out there by Baez. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone, they will. And now sandwiched in front of the net is I think held on to is Fewell, or rather, who is headlocked in there was Natty Shack. Back up top now, quick wrister, blocked in front. Boy, Natty Shack was getting roughed up pretty good. That reminded me of PK Subban and Sidney Crosby in the Cup final a couple of years ago. Penalty now coming up. No. Lone Star has it. Boy, Natty Shack was getting headlocked in front of Isley's cage. Up ahead now. Oh, Stindl can't grab it. Now off the far side boards. Right back out to center. Here comes Clifton. Gains the blue line. Drop back pass. Sliced out there by McGee. Kept in there. Now Yannick throws it in to Clifton. Clifton now behind the cage. He comes around out of the near corner. 3:50 to go here in the second. 2-0 lead for the Brahmas. The Mudbugs hold the zone. They cannot. Now just lug back out to center. And now taken down there was Daskis, and now the Brahmas want a call. All the officials letting them play it out now. McGee gets up across center. See a very loud and muscle-packed fan to my left screaming at the official. Looked like something out of the UFC training school or something. He's huge. Played right back in net. Balboa will shovel it on over to the near side. That's a guy who does not like misunderstandings, let me tell you that. He's the guy that, well, if you don't pay your debts off, you're going to start losing some knees and thumbs. Oh, now to the far side now. Harrison has it, gains the blue line now from the right side. Trying to backhand it in deep. It got blocked. Lone Star back out to center. Up ahead there. DeCarlo dropped off the Huss. Thrown in front. Quick wrister score. Brahmas 3, Mudbugs nothing. And this is a hole for the Mudbugs to dig themselves out of. DeCarlo gets the goal. And Mason Balboa is done for the night. DeCarlo from Swade and Brennan, and that is going to end the night for Balboa. And this is something the Mudbugs feared the most. It was their biggest question mark all year. I don't know all year, but lately has been their goaltending. It's been good, really, from the first half, and really had a hard time making a decision on who was going to be in net tonight, and Coach Soupy has to make a change. That's a tough night for Balboa to swallow, and it will raise even more questions on who will be in net for Game 2. Schward now in the cage to my right. Trying to just switch it up is Coach Soupy. Down 3 with 2:15 to go here in the second period. Here comes Koklachev, up ahead, Brazil a shot! Save made there by Isley. Boy, he was able to wrestle that down. Mudbugs trying to just get one back. Here comes Nichols, gains the blue line from the left side, through the slot. Quick ripper, save made there by Isley. Smothered up as Fewell was trying to go through the pads. Once again, the goal to Carlos. It's his first of the postseason, and it comes at 17-10. Leo Schward now in the cage. The night is unfortunately over for Mason Balboa. DeCarlo's first from Swade and Brennan at 17-10. Now played back out to center. McGee, oh no! Break back the other way! Backhander! Did he score? He did. It beats Balboa, beats Schward rather. Brahmas 4, Mudbugs nothing. It's Michael Stinnell who's able to slip it past Schward. And does Coach Soupy need to call a timeout right now? He was thinking about it. Time of the goal, 18:23 of the second. It'll be Stinnell's first of the postseason. Frankie Trezera is going to get the assist on that. 18:23 time of the goal, and the Mudbugs are in grave peril right now. In deep into the Brahmas zone. And I think Coach Soupy would just love to get back into the locker room with the score as it is now, not any worse. Right back out to center. Clifton. Going to always play hard every shift. Here comes Martin to Lackey. Lackey, a shot save made there by Schward. And they've got to give Schward, let him settle in. It's so hard to come in cold off the bench, especially as a goalie. That's a tough task for Schward, and he's having to do that right now. Shot got a piece of Harrison, and he's shooken up. 30 seconds left here in the second, and it has been a nightmare for the Mudbugs in Game 1. After a very good first period, the tides have turned as an icing is called on Lone Star. And now Corey O'Brien checking up on Harrison. Just looks like a little juice is flowing, so they're going to have to get a towel. Shots 20-15 in favor of Lone Star. Brahmas 4, Mudbugs nothing. And you just got to think how different this game could have been if the Mudbugs were able to put a couple of across in that first period rather. McGee now pinches the zone. Still time here, 15 seconds. Can the Mudbugs get one back? Behind the cage now. Here's Rupsoff. Rupsoff now along the near side. Back up top to McGee. McGee now on over to Dickinson. Quick ripper wide. Rebound chance. Quick shot. It went wide. But the net came off anyways. How did the Mudbugs not put that through? 5 seconds remaining here in the second. Far circle. It's Nichols. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They have it, and they're just going to park it into that near half wall and throw it back out to center, and that'll do it for the second period. And this one is going to be a second period the Mudbugs are going to want to forget. Shots 20-15 in favor of the Bugs after 2, but Lone Star did all the damage, and it came in sprees. Your score after 2 periods of play in Game 1 of the South Divisional Semifinal Series is as follows. The Brahmas 4, the Mudbugs nothing. Stick around for the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We'll talk to Ethan Harrison after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Mark Duffield with Coldwell Banker Gosley is a proud sponsor of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. After 27 years in the U.S. Air Force, Mark Duffield now brings his energy, honesty, and clear speak to the local real estate market. If you are selling your home or just curious about what it's worth, go to markduffield.net to ask Mark for a free report. If you are looking to buy a home, contact Mark for a list of homes for sale in the neighborhood of your dreams. Go to markduffield.net or give Mark a call at 347-8557 or 861-2461. Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us at Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We're joined by one of my favorites, Mudbugs leading goal scorer, Ethan Harrison, one of my favorites on the team. Ethan, first of all, thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Chet.
First of all, congratulations on your commitment to Bentley University. Matt Weber is committed there as well. Talk about that process, because I know there was more than a few schools who were looking at you, and talk about how it all kind of came together and what ultimately made you, go this direction.
So back towards the beginning of the season, we were actually playing here in Fort Worth, and after, I think it was a Saturday night game, their assistant coach, Ben Murphy, came out, and I talked to him and just got some introduction conversation out of the way, and then a couple months later in early December, I went on a visit there. And then actually I didn't really talk to him a whole lot from that point forward. They were just kind of sitting back and watching me, seeing how I did for the rest of the season. And then they talked to me again at the Top Prospects Showcase in Boston. And then a couple weeks later they gave me an offer, and I decided I wanted to go with them. Like you said, there are a couple other schools that I'd been talking to pretty seriously with offers and whatnot. But I decided to go with Bentley because my three main my three main considerations for a school were the hockey, the academics, and how much of a scholarship I could get. And Bentley, academic-wise, they have an unbelievable business program, which is what I want to go into. So that was extremely intriguing for me. And they have a great hockey program, especially this past year. And the scholarship is something me and my parents were both happy with. So.
When you talk about business, is there something specifically that you kind of wanted to get into after college?
Honestly, I don't know exactly what. I'm thinking business management at the moment, but really I don't have a definite idea of what I want to do after college.
And you've had a chance to check out the campus. What kind of stuck out at you?
Honestly, the biggest thing that I love about it is the hockey facilities. They have their own building it's brand new, like really, really impressive facilities. The rink is nice, the weight room's nice, the locker room's unbelievable. I love the campus. It's small, but I love that the rink is on campus and that building is just unbelievably nice.
It's got to be nice too and comforting to know that Matt Weber's going to be there with you, a guy that obviously you're playing with this year and who's a pretty darn good defenseman, darn good center rather himself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of funny. Like me and Matt go to the gym during the week a lot together. So like when I was talking to all these different schools and like talking to him about the offers and what I was thinking, and he was pretty much constantly just like trying to push me towards Bentley a little bit because we get along really well, and I mean we talk about maybe rooming when we go up there together. But yeah, it's awesome knowing that I'm going in not completely blind, like I have a buddy there with me to go through it.
You know, I guess rewind back to day one. You were one of the first Mudbugs that I met as far as the new crop. And we talked about last year's Robertson Cup championship, and you told me about how your mom didn't really expect you to make the team, and you knew it was going to be an uphill climb to kind of weed your way through that talent pool because there was a lot of people at the start. Did you ever envision, all of this, a D1 offer, playing hockey for such a great program now in the upcoming fall?
Honestly, this is far and away way more than I expected coming into this year. I remember having a conversation with my mom after the first regular season game. We were talking about how I was on the fourth line and how I didn't get a ton of ice, and she was like, well, would you rather be fourth line here or go play back on the team you were on last year and be a first line guy? And I told her I'm fine with being a fourth line guy all year. I just got to put in my time and maybe get the chances that I need next year. And then over the next couple months, things just started going well for me. And like you said, it's an uphill battle, but definitely worth it.
Talk about how much Coach Soupy has kind of helped you in this process. Obviously, he's your head coach, and he means so much not only to the Mudbugs but the community. There's a lot of people who would say that there's people that are one of a kind. I think he is definitely a one of a kind in so many ways. Talk about how he helped you in this process.
Well, for me, he's one of the main reasons that I think I've had the success that I've had. He's the one that's given me all the chances that I've gotten. He's like I would go to him with any questions that I had, and he was happy. Even stupid questions that I was like, hey, this may be a dumb question, but whatever. And then he said, no, it's not a dumb question. Here's what you need to know or whatever. He gave me the chances in the games, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
Talk about this experience in Shreveport. Obviously, this is kind of your first step away, but you're really close. You're from Plano. Talk about this experience as a whole. We're through the regular season now, kind of in the playoffs. Talk about how this experience in Shreveport has been, and of course, this makeup of guys.
It's been an unbelievable year so far, and I'm hoping we go on for the next month. But it's been unbelievable from the fans to the billet situation to just the team. Everything's gone really, really well. Like the fans are unbelievable. All the boys get along super well, and my billets have been just fantastic this year.
Was it tough saying bye to Andrew Jackson? I know he took a tough injury along the toe, and obviously he's back in Rochester resting. To say bye to him, or were you like, hey, I got my own place, got my own space now in the Watt household?
It was tough to say goodbye to him. At the beginning of the year, we weren't so close, but when we moved to the new house and we had to share a room, we became really, really close, got along, talked about everything together. It was very tough to say goodbye to him. And I don't even really have my own place, but because Carabin just came in, so I'm back with him. But Honestly, I preferred living with him rather than living alone. But I mean, I'm glad he's going where he needs to go and he's doing what he needs to do.
What's your favorite thing to eat in the Watt household?
These chicken bites. They're like little chicken bites that are wrapped with bacon, and they have like brown sugar on top of them. I eat so many of them when she makes them.
We're talking to Ethan Harrison, Mudbugs forward here in the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. Last weekend we saw Jack Yannick tie it up with Eric Huss, and we don't see Jack Yannick fight him. And this is his first fight in his 3 years in the North American Hockey League. Eric Huss is a guy who's from Dallas. You played with him, a good friend of yours. What was that like seeing those two tussle?
It was actually it was really awesome because I saw that Jack was kind of giving Huss a hard time, and I know Huss, and I know he'll go if someone asks him to, and I wasn't really expecting Yannick to do it, but when he did it, I was loving it, like seeing two of my buddies go at it, and I mean they both got some good hits in, but I'm glad to say that I think Yannick definitely won that fight.
What's the trick to going into the NITEC Sports Center and winning? Because it always seems like it's a different rink, it's a smaller sheet of ice, it's a different kind of atmosphere. They call it the shoebox. Lone Star obviously uses it to their advantage. What's the trick of winning? Because you're going to have to get one at least in that building.
Honestly, I think we've played enough games here. We know what we have to do. I don't think there's any like magic ingredient. I think it's really just playing the way we know how to play. We've done a lot of like film and work into what their game plan is, and we think that the way we're going to come out this weekend, we're going to be able to handle them.
Once the season is over, whenever it is, any big plans for the summer? Maybe take a little break from hockey. They usually say that's a good thing.
Absolutely. I'm planning on taking a week and a half, 2 weeks off before I start getting back into training. I think I'll do another week or two of just off-ice training, like weights and whatnot, and then get back into skating and stuff. As for the rest of the summer, I'll probably go on vacation with my family, but other than that, I don't really know what my plans are besides just getting ready for next season.
You talk about vacation. Is there a destination spot in that vacation plan?
My mom's we've been juggling a bunch of different ideas. I think number one on the list is a cruise right now, but I don't really know, to be honest. We're still trying to figure that out.
Do you like getting a lot of sun, some true vitamin C?
Well, I mean, being a ginger, I burn pretty easy. So I mean, I like going out in the sun. Like I love doing all sorts of stuff outside, but I either have to do a ton of sunscreen, or I can't be out there for too long without getting really burned.
We're talking to Ethan Harrison here in Shreveport Mudbugs forward. What are you going to miss most about Shreveport when you leave this summer?
I don't even know if I can pick one thing. I mean, like I said, I'm going to miss the boys. I'm going to miss my billet family. They're unbelievable. I'm going to miss the games, the experience with the fans, the atmosphere that they create for us is unbelievable. I can't even pick one of those.
You don't have to miss me either.
I'll miss you too, Chet.
We're talking to Ethan Harrison, Mudbugs forward here in the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We talked about the Robertson Cup. I've talked to kind of numerous guys about it, and obviously it's something that maybe wasn't talked about so much in the season because you're obviously taking it one game at a time. How much are those discussions starting to ramp up now?
Oh yeah, like I mean, our focus is the Robertson Cup from this point forward. I mean, like you said, during regular season, it's about the next game, playing for the next game. But right now, every game leads to one place, to one thing, which is the Robertson Cup. So, like, we're giving it everything we have, zero distractions for the next 30 days, just doing everything we possibly can to get us back to the Robertson Cup.
Biggest thing to get that Robertson Cup is to improve the power play. And I know that's something that's been talked about all year. I see it starting to move a lot better now. What do you see in this power play unit that's maybe giving us some more hope?
Well, I mean, Muskie does a ton of work with us. He's been moving guys around, and like we do it in practice every day. And honestly, this week in particular, like we look really good in my opinion, and I think Muskie's happy with the work we've done too. So I think hopefully things are looking up, because the way we've been practicing with it, it's gonna do something for us this weekend.
That's Ethan Harrison of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Chet. You too.
We'll have more after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back to the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We're joined by one of my favorites, a dear friend, a dear corporate partner, a fantastic woman who basically supports the Mudbugs broadcast and the Mudbugs organization as a whole, Miss Janice Watt from Generational Financial Advisors. First of all, Miss Janice, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Just talk about now, everybody hears about Generational Financial Advisors. You're the first period sponsor. Just talk about everything that goes on at Generational Financial Advisors.
Okay, we have a group of people, including myself, who are all financial advisors, and then I'm also a CPA, so I offer services to small businesses and individuals and tax services. We offer retirement planning, college planning, just basically cover your life services, and we try to work with people and develop that relationship so that it's all about relationships and it's not just about the money.
Is it a little more hectic now with, I guess, tax season just right around the corner?
It is very hectic. We start out with just having to do 1099s and W-2s for the companies that we do work with on a yearly basis, and then we go straight from there into filing all the way into April and sometimes October.
What's the most stressful part of your job?
The deadlines during tax season.
One of our Mudbugs corporate partners here in the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You do so many good things for the Mudbugs. At GFA, talk about some of the things that you love, and obviously you work in depth with numbers just past my range of thinking. Just talk about some of the things that you love about the company and some of the things that you love about your job.
Well, one, I love the fact that we're a small company and we have an office here and one in Marshall, Texas, and the fact that we do have a lot of relationships that are long-term, being generational across the family lines, which is our whole goal. So as a person is getting older, we want to make a point to work with their younger children, grandchildren, so that, you know, they understand that we are here to represent them and to work with them for all their needs, tax, accounting, financial planning, insurance, all of it. We have a good group of people, and we've all been together for at least 10 years. So it's a nice small firm, but still, you know, can offer a lot of services.
Aside from being a fantastic corporate partner, you're also a billet. This is your third year as a Mudbug billet, and you have Ethan Harrison and Andrew Jackson, two very good hockey players, and both with colorful personalities. How has the I guess the atmosphere and the experience been this year for you?
It's been different because before we only had one player, and so then they had to we had a veteran and a rookie this year, and that was interesting to see the interaction between them, especially during training camp. But they have come to know each other and their habits, and we have card games, we have, you know, a lot of different things, and just they've become part of the family.
You do a lot of cooking, and I think that's one of the things that Ethan Harrison and Andrew Jackson rave about. What's one dish that has become kind of a favorite amongst the guys that you maybe you can think of?
It's something so simple. It's a chicken bite that's wrapped in bacon with brown sugar and stuff, and they can eat 4 pounds of chicken in a heartbeat.
You're also in the Claws Up Booster Club. You're the vice president. You work with Carl Phillips, and just talk about that dynamic. This is the first year that the Mudbugs have brought back the Booster Club. Just talk about how everything's kind of going and maybe some of the things that are on the horizon.
It's been a learning process for us this year. Of course, it was always going to be with you're doing the first time, and you have to see what works, what doesn't work. We have a great group of people. We have probably over 100 members. And we have tried a few things that didn't work, but we've had a lot that's going on, and I think in the future that as we have developed it, you'll see more things for sale, different just push to get some things out and help people understand, like learn about hockey rules, and then stat sheets for people that had been asking for them and things like that we try to get out.
How are the holidays for you? I know that
the Booster Club did a lot of good things with ornaments and had a Christmas party and the food. And obviously, we're very much appreciative of that. There's so many things that go on in the holidays. It kind of seems to consume a whole month. How was it as far as from a Booster Club perspective and everything you guys wanted to accomplish?
Oh, it was great, and I think people really, really enjoyed the Christmas party with the guys and the fact that they all came in their costumes or sweaters or whatever else and just had a fun time. And, you know, they weren't having to they interacted with everybody, sat at the tables with them, and I think people really enjoy that a lot. That's what they're there for. That's what they want to do and support the team.
That's Miss Janice Watt from Generational Financial Advisors. We've created quite a relationship 3 years ago when this all started, and we appreciate all your support and most importantly your corporate partnership. Just thank you very much for always being there for the Mudbugs community, and thanks for the time and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, and go Mudbugs.
We'll have more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Welcome back into the third period. Mudbugs have their work cut out for them. They're down by 4. Of course, 2 goals and 2 different sprees from Lone Star has put the Mudbugs in a big hole. They do have the talent level, however, to climb themselves out of such a hole. And I think as a coach, if you're going to try to come back in this baby, you're going to have to do 5-minute intervals. That's what I call it. It's kind of like a workout in gym. An old coach used to tell me, you're down by 4, you got 5 minutes to score 1 goal. And of course, you can't give up any in that process as well. Now to the far corner, now played into the Mudbug zone to my left. Now Huss has it behind the cage. He's going to play it now around the far side up to the point. Quick wrister there by Martin, sticked away there by Schwartz, another awkward bounce in front. A lot of those crazy bounces. The puck now sails in to the Brahmas zone. Brahmas 4, Mudbugs nothing. Thrown in front. Mudbugs trying to get on the board. Now to the far corner. Fedulov has it. Fedulov now. Thrown to the far half wall. Back up top to Dickinson. Dickinson will throw it off the boards. Whacked at. Trying to bank it off the back. Now thrown up the center. And back out to center it goes. Dickinson now. Oh, what a check there, hard into the boards as the puck deflects out of play. Sifringer got hit hard to the boards. Doesn't look like any penalties are coming out of this. Oh, wait a minute here. Door is opening up. It's going to be a slashing call. And it's going against Natty Shack, rather. So the Mudbugs will be on the first choice personnel penalty kill. Lone Star 4, Shreveport nothing. The Mudbugs are going to have to kill off this penalty and then start their comeback attempt or try to take some chances. I think Coach Soupy's got to gamble a little bit here. He's got some speed out there with Carson Nichols and Matt Weber. Now wheeled around into the near corner. Guerra's pass picked off, thrown back out to center. Up ahead there, it's like I said, it's the battle of ones. You want to get one every 5-minute window at the very least. Brazil has it, and Brazil now will just sky it down the length of the ice. In there to forecheck now is Weber, rather. Minute and a half gone by here in the third period. DeCarlo too far there for Heinz. Bondi's going to grab it. Bondi now to the far side. Bondi will rip it off the far side boards and down the length of the ice. And Dan Wildfong wants a wholesale line change. And the Mudbugs grab it. They'll throw it back to Bondi, and Bondi will kill off more time and clear it down the length of the ice. Down to a minute left now on the slashing call to Natty Shack. Now gliding up the ice is Johnson. Dished on over to his right there to Henriksen. He'll steer it in behind the cage of Schwar. Balboa pulled out of this game after giving up the third goal. His night was over late in the second. Now back up top to Henriksen, now to Johnson. Johnson to the far circle. Dished back up top to Johnson. Now, quick ripper, goes wide. Now from the far circle, centering feed blocked. Nice job there by Skolnick. Now to the far corner it goes. As bad as this game has been for the Mudbugs, remember, it's just one game. If they're not able to come back tonight, they still have game 2 to try to split this series, and really, going into it, at the very least, you wanted a split in Lone Star. Now here comes Guerra with 8 seconds up. Guerra comes across, quick wrister, save made. And Yannick can't clear it. Boy, Yannick fumbled it around. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Back out to center. Yannick wants to run. He's got Natty Shack with him. Natty Shack thrown across. Clifton a shot. Save made there by Isley. Boy, Isley is a big man in front of that cage, and he plays big. Out of that far corner. 16:45 left here in the third. Game 1 coming to you live from the NiteTech Sports Center. Lone Star 4, Shreveport nothing. Back out to center. McGee not going to give up. His pass now off the stick of Guerra. And Dickinson's got to reload. Up ahead there to Nichols. Nichols, good move. Nichols, quick backhander. Save made there by Isley. Now Dickinson wheeled in behind the cage there to Weber. Weber now dropped off there to Rupsoff. Now to that far corner. Stinnell's got it. Stinnell now will take it out of the zone. Stinnell now gets hip checked there by Koklachev. Now played up ahead. Intercepted there by Trezera. Now intercepted right back out to center. There by Nichols. Up ahead there to Rupsoff. Rupsoff gains the blue line now from the left side. Rupsoff's got some numbers with him. Up ahead, intercepted there by DeCarlo as he was trying to find Koklachev. Trezera dropped off, now intercepted. Here comes Koklachev trying to make something happen. At the very least, the Mudbugs just want to get some positive vibes going into Game 2 tomorrow night. It'll be right here on the airwaves. 7:30 puck drop, 7:15 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. Off the stick of Witherspoon. Up ahead, here comes Harrison. To the far corner it goes now to Kincannon. Now to the near corner there to Harrison. Harrison has it. Harrison throws it at the net. And steered away there by Isley. Here comes Brazil. Whacks it on net. Save made. Rebound chance. And now Witherspoon to the far corner. Now wristed around. Now to that near corner it goes. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. My 5-minute interval plan is out the window. I'll have to come up with something new momentarily. Now off the far side boards. Daskis will just swat it into the Mudbug zone and come off for a line change. Regula will send it on over to Natty Shack. Natty Shack can't get past Huss. And Regula will go back into his own zone. Thrown back now to Brazil. Off the far side boards. Fewell dropped off there to Regula. Now to Natty Shack. Throws it at the net. A little knuckler. Blocked there in front. There by Johnson. Now to the near half wall. Mudbugs battling for it. And they're still trying to jar it off the walls. Shots 23-16. Penalty coming up to Lone Star, I believe. And the Mudbugs are going to go on the Swepco power play. And this would be a must score for Coach Soupy right now. It's going to be a holding call. Of course, a wild one in Amarillo right now. Amarillo had a monster lead, and Corpus Christi has come back to win. Final score 6-5. Corpus Christi takes a 1-0 series lead. They just stole one in Amarillo. It says final right now. And what a win for Ryan Carruthers in the ice race. Remember, Amarillo was up 4-1 in that game. Quick shot there by Harrison. Point blank save from the near circle. Mudbugs got to take care of business here. McGee on over to Harrison. Back to McGee. Well, the king of the South takes a step back, and that's Amarillo. Witherspoon to McGee. McGee dished on over to Harrison. Back up top to McGee. A wrister save made there by Isley. Now to the far corner it goes. Clifton stays with it. And the puck is whacked down the length of the ice. Mudbugs got to force the issue. And Schward likes to throw it up ahead. He does. He finds Rupsoff. Rupsoff rattling it into that near corner. Now along that near side. Now it goes to the far corner. Fewell has it. Thrown in front, taken away there by Lone Star. And they will lob that puck all the way down. Slowed down there by Schward. The game started out very nicely for the Mudbugs if you just joined us. And then it just turned into a nightmare in that second period. Yannick back up top to McGee. Or rather Fewell. Fewell now too far there for Regula. Now played in deep there to Regula, back up top, thrown in front, backhander there by Nattyshak, got blocked in front there by Evano, who has a goal tonight, and the puck is speared down the length of the ice. 25 seconds remaining now in this Swepco power play. Bad pass, but picked up there by Nattyshak, spun around, gets it up ahead there to the captain, Fewell. Fewell now will steer it into that far corner. Fedgeloff will go chase it down. Now played out free is Roof, and Roof will be able to rail that puck down. And that'll do it for the Mudbugs power play as the Mudbugs power play woes continue on the Swepco power play. Intercepted. Guerra's pass broken up. Can Bondi run with it? Up ahead there to Yannick. Mudbugs not giving up here. But you're staring down the pipeline of miracle time with 11:50 to go here in the third. Off the near side boards. Mudbugs just want to get one back now, just to give themselves a little bit of hope, just to give that bench something to look forward to. Up ahead now. Here comes Weber. And Weber gets stolen away, and he'll just whack it in deep. Person now to the far side off the back heel. Rubsoff gets hit pretty hard there by Trezera. Stenil now has it in front of the Mudbugs bench. Trying to shake it off the boards, he will. Now shuffled across there to Roof, and Person will just softly tap it in to the Mudbug zone. And boy, Schward, very dangly, had that puck and almost dangerously threw it back into his own net as now Nichols races in to the Lone Star zone. Nichols trying to kick it around along that far corner. Gets held down to the ground there by Evano. Thrown in front. Good check. Mudbugs hold the zone. Now back out to center. 10:45 to go here in the third. Oh no, blowing a tire there is McGee, but he's able to get back. McGee to Dickinson, back to McGee. McGee gains the blue line. On over to Harrison. Backhander save made, rebound chance. Trying to whack it in there was McGee. And Isley's got it. .10:36 remaining here in the third. The walls have caved in on the Mudbugs tonight. They will have to bounce back in game 2. It'll be tomorrow night. 7:30 with the puck drop. 7:15 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. We know lots of Mudbugs fans will be coming in tomorrow night. Lots of Mudbugs fans still sticking around in tonight's game. We're glad to have them with us. Big shout out to all the fans who are still at Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are the true diehard fans. We're glad to have you with us in our Bossier City Buffalo Wild Wings party. Save some hot barbecue and Caribbean jerk boneless wings for yours truly. I'll gobble up about 50. I can do 50 in one sitting. I've done it one time. Only one time. It was a boneless wings eating contest, but nobody cares. Up ahead there, now to Witherspoon. Witherspoon gains the blue line now from the right side. He has it now to the near corner. Thrown across, intercepted, and now Heinz going to take off with it. Good body positioning there by Brazil to get back. Up ahead, Henriksen on over. Quick wrister there by Johnson, and a save made there by Schward. Harrison trying to whirl it around the glass. He can't get it out. It does get the protective netting. That faceoff will stay in the Mudbug zone. 9:57 to go here in the third period. This is game 1 of the first round playoff series. Brahmas 4, Mudbugs nothing. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back now into the Nitech Sports Center in North Richland Hills. It's Brahmas 4, Mudbugs nothing. You really can't blame Mason Balboa on any of those goals. He really played well in that first period. Kept the Mudbugs in the game and unfortunately just had to get yanked because it was going against the Mudbugs fast in that second period. And now lots of questions are going to be raised on who the starting goalie is going to be tomorrow night. Mudbugs trying to get through the last 9:57 of tonight's game. They are down by 4. How about the Ice Rays topping the Bulls 6-5 in game 1? That's a wild one. They were down by 3 in that game. And now pushing and shoving. This faceoff will come out of the Mudbug zone. Shots 26-17 in favor of the Mudbugs. They've showed you that they have played well in this game. As far as the shot totals, they've controlled most of the game. But Lone Star, who likes to score on runs, have been able to do that here in the second period. They did a lot of it. Now back up ahead there to... Oh, quick wrister scores! There by Natty Shack from the far circle. Mudbugs on the board, and they have a little bit of life. It's 4-1. Natty Shack wakes up the Mudbugs bench, and the Mudbugs faithful still in the house. Loving it. Natty Shack scores the first goal for the Mudbugs. It's assisted by Fedulov and Kapkovic, and it comes at 10:22 of the third. Don't ever say never. You never know. Mudbugs down by 3 now. And now a backhander goes wide. In pursuit there is Natty Shack. Natty Shack gets his first of the postseason. It's the first Mudbugs. Oh no! Taken down to the ice. And now a whistle is blown. As Stenil is down on the ice and he's not moving. And we're going to need some medical attention. There is an unruly fan to my left right now. And he does not need a mic. He is fully equipped with the vocals. Now the door is opening up for the Mudbugs. Not sure what's going on here. They got 4 officials, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. .10:22, time of the goal of Natty Shacks. And thank goodness Stenil's getting up. He's going to need a little help there from Frank Trezera and Cynthia West, the lead athletic trainer. Boy, the Mudbugs need one more to really make this interesting. Once again, Natty Shack's first of the postseason from Fedulov and Kapkovic, and it gives the Mudbugs just some momentum that they haven't had since the first. Shots 27-17 in favor of the Mudbugs. Brahmas 4, Mudbugs 1, and now there's an ongoing discussion here at center ice. And I think they're calling over one of our gamekeepers in front of me. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, now Quinn Schaefer going to skate over to the half boards. Now John Lindner explaining to Fedulov and Kimball Johnson what's going to happen. It's a 5-minute against the Mudbugs. Oh, wow. It's going to be a 5-minute major. And that is all but going to carve up any plan the Mudbugs had, or negate any plan the Mudbugs had of trying to make a miracle comeback in this game. Elbowing is the call. There was definitely contact upstairs. And the Mudbugs are going to be down a man for the full 5. And now Clifton starting to give an earful right now to John Lindner, and he's got to cool it right now. Bondi going to go in the box for 5. When it rains, it pours, and the Mudbugs just have been unable to withstand the biggest storm that has hit them in this game. Mudbugs will have the first choice personnel penalty kill on the ice for 5 minutes. They got to stay in for the full 5, by the way. This is going to be interesting for Coach Soupy. He might have to. Oh, boy, what a check there by Dickinson. And slow to get up there is Guerra. And now Person at the top. Evano back to Guerra. Well, it is going to get wild, and it is going to get a little bit nasty, folks. Buckle up. Dickinson's got that look in his eye like he is about to cream somebody else in his way. Now Person. Quick wrister, save made there by Schward. As Heinz threw it at the net, and now Baez starting to go after McGee. Guerra in the fray with Dickinson. That is a mismatch if I've ever seen one. 4:22 remaining on Bondi's elbowing major. And, penalty coming up to Baez. Oh, wow. So it's going to be a roughing on Baez. So now the Mudbugs have a little break here. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Well, I think Coach Soupy's got to pull out the board real quick and try to draw something up because he's going to have the face-off deep in Lone Star zone. Win the face-off, try to snap one past, a quick one past Isley, and all of a sudden you got yourself a little ball game. Boy. Mudbugs are going to have to, oh boy, Baez starting to get unruly now in that penalty box. And I think John Linder just warned him, hey, I could throw you back in there for 2 more. Face off one there by the Mudbugs. Quick shot steered aside there by Isley on a shot there by McGee. Now from the far corner. Pass taken away there by DeCarlo. DeCarlo gets checked hard there by Fewell. Fewell skating at 1,000 miles per hour as he usually does. Now Henriksen dropped off there to DeCarlo. Played back out to center. Now kicked around. Can Clifton grab it? Clifton behind the cage of Isley. Now to the far corner. Natty Shack, who's got the game's only goal for the Bugs, goes to the near side. 4-1 game in favor of Lone Star. Lackey will lace it back to his blue line. Stolen away there by Natty Shack. Oh, trying to throw it to Clifton. Couldn't grab it on his stick. Puck now deflects. Look out. Almost hit a young lady right in front of her. He's sipping on a cold beverage. That would have knocked the drink right out of her hand and probably would have splashed over her date or husband. One thing or another. 7:48 to go here in the third. 4-on-4 hockey for a $1.05, and then Bondi's going to have to sit for still he's going to have about 1:22 left. The 2:22 left of that major. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Now to the near corner. Behind the cage now, Johnson to the far corner. Trezera. Now thrown back to the near side there to Brennan. Brennan's pass gets broken up there as Yannick tries to grab it. He can as Johnson now behind the cage. Johnson has it. He's going to wait, and really the Brahmas can work some clock here. The clock is against the Mudbugs. They're going to have to force the issue. Yannick's got to go. Boy, I am surprised here. Mudbugs are letting the Brahmas work the clock. Yannick's got to go after him. And finally, he pushes the issue. That is precious seconds getting chewed up for the Mudbugs. Roof comes in, quick wrister. Oh, glove save made there by Schward. Uh-oh, can't clear it. Lone Star back up top. Evano just under his stick. Back out to center. And now the Mudbugs are a man down. 2:22 left on the major. I am surprised the Mudbugs really have to be a little more urgent in that spot. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. They have got to push the issue, and I believe that one just went against them. Now the puck is speared. Oh, no! Blowing a tire there was Schward, and that puck almost beat him. I don't know exactly what happened. It took a weird bounce. It fooled everybody. Harrison now from the far corner. Down to 6:10 left here in the third. Game one has been in the Brahmas' favor right now, 4-1. Shots 27-20 in favor of the Mudbugs, though. Now kicked into the near corner. Played back up top to Evano. Evano now shovels it on over. Now to Evano. He'll let it go to the near half wall. Guerra staying with it. He'll hold it in. Now to that far corner. Played back up top. Evano, a blast. Blocker save, rebound, chance, score. Just a rebound in front. And it is Joey Baez again. It's his second of the game. Baez from Evano and Henriksen. And it comes at 14:33 of the third. Boy, maybe this is the thumping that is going to wake up the Bugs and do them some good in game two. In a game they're probably feel like they're going to have to win to even this series up. They cannot go home down 0-2. Baez is second of the game. Now a quick backhander, and Lone Star goes through offsides. .508 remaining here in the third. That's a power play goal for Lone Star. Like I said, Bondi still in the box for the remaining 47 seconds of this game that has just imploded on the Mudbugs right now. And remember, like I said, it's just one game. And the Mudbugs are going to have to think that way, as they are going to have a lot of things to go over. And like you said, if the Mudbugs can bounce back, and they're going to have to bounce back in a big way, tomorrow night they can even this series up, and really that was the original goal, want to get away with a split. And it's just going to be a little bit harder with the way this game is unraveled against them. Daskus now to the near corner, into the Mudbug zone. Henriksen now dished on over, up top now to Johnson. Now he'll just whirl it in behind the cage now to Wieben. Penalty is over. Bondi takes off. He's got a man with him. Clifton gains the blue line from the right side. Quick wrister. Save made there by Icy. Thrown in front. Oh, boy. Kicked around. And Lone Star cannot clear. Now off the far side wall. It goes down the length of the ice. Will it be icing on Lone Star? It will be. Tonight's icing's brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. Big shout out to Dominic Procopio's mom, Miss Lisa Procopio, tuned in tonight. Glad to have Dom's mom with us. I'm sure the captain, former captain of the Mudbugs, is also tuned in as well. From UMass Lowell. Hope all was well with last year's number 2. A break in the action. 4:01 to go here in the third. 5-1 Lone Star. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Mark Duffield with Coldwell Banker Gosley is a proud sponsor of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. After 27 years in the U.S. Air Force, Mark Duffield now brings his energy, honesty, and clear speak to the local real estate market. If you are selling your home or just curious about what it's worth, go to markduffield.net to ask Mark for a free report. If you are looking to buy a home, contact Mark for a list of homes for sale in the neighborhood of your dreams. Go to markduffield.net or give Mark a call at 347-8557 or 861-2461.
Welcome back into Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. The Mudbugs are more than likely going to trail the series 1-0. Not the end of the world. That just means you have to win game 2. Face-off won there by the Mudbugs. Played back up top now to Dickinson. Dickinson will whirl it in behind the cage. Now to the near corner. Played back up top. Dickinson now trying to play it in deep, and now Rupsov has it. Back out to center it goes. McGee to Dickinson. Mudbugs have outshot Lone Star 28-23. It hasn't been like a thorough domination. It's just Lone Star's been able to take advantage of all of their runs. Koklachev will sweep it around the near side. Now behind the cage. This one getting tied up a bit. Now to the near half wall. Taken there by Lone Star. Stenil now will try to thread it in to the Mudbug zone. He does. Quick wrister there by Huss, and a nice save right in the pads of Schward. And literally into the pads. .310 left here in the third. In game number 1 of this South Divisional semifinal series. Corpus Christi was able to win on the road in Amarillo by a final of 6-5. They trailed that game 4-1 and were able to rally back. The Mudbugs are going to probably not be able to come back in tonight's game, but they will have to respond in game 2. And the question now will be, who will be in net? for Shreveport. Brazil thrown across. And it gets deflected into that far corner. Now to the near corner. Regula keeps it in. Quick wrister high above the crossbar of Isley. Now a centering feed. Intercepted. Person has it. Person now will belt it back out to center. Puck now is just drubbed into the Mudbug zone there by Lackey. Down to 2:38 to go now in the third. Penalty coming up. And I believe, some hard hitting coming on now. Tripping call coming up to Lone Star, and the Mudbugs will go on the Swepco power play. Boy, Kimball Johnson riled up now behind that Brahmas bench. You see Henriksen in the fray. This is a series. It is not over. Lone Star might have won the battle tonight, but the war will continue tomorrow night. It'll be game 2. Be sure to get your tickets for game 3. It'll be on Friday night, April 19th. Back at George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Get your tickets by calling 318-636-7094 or log on to mudbugshockey.com. Be a part of Mudbugs playoff hockey inside George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. It should be a great atmosphere. Face off, won there by Lone Star. Mudbugs on the Swepco power play as the puck now is just slammed down the length of the ice. McGee will glide it up ahead. There to Harrison. Gains the blue line now from the right side. Has it now at the point. Pass thrown across there to Clifton. Now back to Harrison. Quick wrister deflects on net. Save made there by Isley. Rebound chance. Oh, what a pad stop made there by Isley. As the puck now is jammed back out to center. Mudbugs are 0-5 on the road in the NHL era, on the road in the playoffs. They are now in danger to going 0-6. McGee, quick wrister. Save made there by Isley. He had Witherspoon in front looking for a tip. It really wasn't the worst effort from the Mudbugs tonight. They've outshot Lone Star 30-24. Lots of positives to take, but they're going to have to even the score tomorrow night, or they are going to stare down the prospects of being down 0-2. Yannick flipped to Fedulov. In deep in the Lone Star zone off the far side boards. Whoa, blowing a tire there was Sifringer. Mudbugs hold the zone. They'll whack it into the near corner. Taken there by Yannick. Now to Regula. Regula now to Yannick. Quick wrister there by Fedulov. Puck is hammered down the length of the ice. Pass now up ahead. Fedulov, a ripper. And a save made there by Isley. 17 seconds remain on the power play. Brought to you by Swepco. .52 seconds left in this game. Face-off one there by Lone Star, and they will smack it around the far side and down the length of the ice it goes. Lots of questions are going to be asked about the Mudbugs' character, and we will see what they are made of tomorrow night in Game 2. As Regula battles it in front of the net, gets poked away. Natashek thrown in front, tipped on net, and Isley makes the save. As Concannon steered it on net, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They have it. Off the far side window, back out to center. Sent in there by Evano. Now gaining the blue line there is Weber. Weber has it now from the far circle. Quick wrister! And it went just wide of Isley. Another shot there by Bondi. Stick save made. Another chance. Oh, thrown out just wide. Now to the far corner. 5-second centering feed. Taken away there by DiCarlo. And DiCarlo will take it back out to center and get roughed up the board there by Kincannon. And now we got a fight breaking out in front of the Brahmas bench. The buzzer has sounded. The game is over, but the war has just begun. Final score, the Brahmas 5, the Mudbugs 1. The Brahmas take a 1-0 series lead in the best-of-5 series. And you could see the Mudbugs trying to send a message to Lone Star right now. Stick around for the Raisin Canes postgame show. Final score, the Brahmas 5, the Mudbugs 1. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Nitech Sports Center. Final score, the Brahmas 5, the Mudbugs 1. And the Mudbugs really can't hang their heads too much in this game. They outshot the Brahmas 33-24. They just could not take advantage of golden opportunities in the first, and it started with Blake Evano in the second. He broke the scoring at 6:25 as he scored his first. The assist went to Sifringer and Lackey, and it was a 1-0 Brahmas lead. Joey Baez then scored his first, assisted by Stenil and Evano at 7:30. Brahmas scored 2 goals, 1:05 apart, and it was a 2-0 Brahmas lead. Then the Brahmas came right back late in that second period. At 17:10, Andrew DiCarlo picked up his first. Jake Swade and Sam Brennan got the assists, and it was a 3-0 Brahmas lead. Then at 18:23, the Brahmas had forced Shreveport to pull their goalie, and we had a new goalie in net. It was Leo Schwarr. Balboa left the net. Michael Stenil was able to slip one past Schwarr's legs, and it was a 4-0 Brahmas lead. Then we went into the third period. Warren Nattyshak gave the Mudbugs a little bit of life at 10:22. Wristed home his first of the postseason from the far wing. The assist went to Fedulov and Kapkovic, and it was a 4-1 game. But that was all the Mudbugs would get, as at 14:33, Baez able to bang in the rebound in front on the power play. Evano and Henriksen got the assists, and it was a 5-1 final. Like I said, the Mudbugs outshot Lone Star 33-24. They got to feel good about how the game was unraveling. And the Brahmas lead the series 1-0. Game 2 tomorrow night. 7:30 with the puck drop. 7:15 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. Join us then. The Mudbugs will have a chance to win tomorrow night, and then everything will be forgotten in Game 1. But can they do that? Who's going to be in net? Lots of questions surrounding this Mudbugs team on how they will respond in Game 2. Should be a bigger crowd. Lots of Mudbugs fans obviously planning to make the trip, and we are glad to have all the fans that made the trip this evening. I'm Chet Yoder, signing off from the Nitech Sports Center. Final score, Lone Star 5, Shreveport 1. Join us for Game 2 tomorrow night. Until then, have a good night and a better tomorrow as you've been listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. And as always, claws up.
Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey has been brought to you by Scuba Ventures, Great American Vapes, Generational Financial Advisors, 5-Star Builders, Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy, Coldwell Banker Gosley, DeFata and Associates LLC, State Farm, Bayou Blasters, and Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram. Thank you for listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. And as always, claw back.